Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to tonight's episode of Orpheus. Sorry we missed last week, but your storyteller was not feeling very well, and so we had to cancel. But we're back! Better than ever. I don't know. But we're back from outer space. Anyway, so, welcome again to our wonderful ghost story here, with all of our wonderful ghosts joining us. I will let them introduce themselves here. First off, starting in the top right-hand corner, we have... Yes, you.
Hi friends, I'm Skittish Cat, and I will be playing Mary Kathleen O'Brien.
Alright, and let's see, let's jump down to the bottom right-hand corner.
I'm Iredell, and I'll be playing Morgan.
Alright, and then right in between them, we have...
Ooh, between them. Hi, I'm Black Dahlia 42, and I'll be playing Cassidy.
Begin the thirsty comments now. Then, right next to Iredell, we have...
Brooks, and I'll be playing Lee Blaylock.
Awesome. And then last, and we certainly hope not least...
Bonjour, I am Guy Bernard, and I will be playing Grinning Crow. That's not how that goes, is it? Strike that. Reverse it.
That just
I
happened.
knew it!
That just happened.
The reality has been
I thought
revealed.
that was intended, and he was just behind me to be funny.
I could say I'm Game Master, and I will be playing Evan Blade of Revan tonight.
It's Monday, cut us some slack, friends.
Alright, so... they're trying to... All 5 of my players are trying to convince me to do the recap, tonight.
Come on, chat, help us out.
I was gonna say, does somebody need to, I mean, like, I'll take bribes, if you guys really want to.
The next time you come down, I'll send you home with your own loaf of banana bread.
See, that would work on me if I was a fan of banana bread.
Or the cookies or any other baked thing you've had when you visit my house. Oh my god.
I mean, Dahlia just gave me a penny, so...
It's a shiny penny.
It is.
Oh, yo.
Well, but you've been bribed, so...
Alright.
Oh, he's cheaper than Cassidy.
Oh!
I'll have you
And
know,
it begins.
Cassidy was very expensive towards the end, okay?
She
Costs
required-
even more now that she has to manifest.
I was gonna say, it's, towards the
So-
end there, it cost you a whole 2 vials of pigment.
There's my bribe.
Alright, so... Oh, okay, that works. Alright, so... Last time on Dragon Ball Z... last time on Orpheus...
Vegeta. Vegeta.
I'm hunting you.
You started this.
To be fair, we still look closer to the actors than the live-action movie.
That's true.
It's true, yeah.
That being said, want to see. Hashtag want to see. Get stupid drunk during, but want to see.
Anyway, so, our last Orpheus adventure, the player characters had finished up a interesting encounter involving the DEA, who gave them some interesting files to go through. That didn't really reveal anything new, but it did give them... It did confirm a few things. they've also apparently had their names taken off of the most wanted list and are
Suspended.
and they have had their sentence suspended, yes. For the moment.
Go back to school!
Yes, this does give you the ability to go back to the school. And you can join in those awesome protests that are, you know...
I don't know if they'll take MK with her new look.
Well, they might. I mean...
It's a college. As long as I'm giving them money, they really don't care.
Especially World of Darkness College. Which I literally just thought of World of Darkness College as Learning Your Vampire Powers 101.
Thaumaturgy and you.
Thaumaturgy and you. The history of the antediluvians.
Blood magic, and why not to use your roommate?
Rats and other failed dinners.
So, they managed to clear their names for the most part and get some measure of bleeding room from the U.S. government, which is hot on their tails. During this, they got a phone call from Kate, which said, "Hey guys, there's a thing, and that thing involves a house, and nobody's free to look at it right now, and I really need for you guys to take a look at this." The Crucible went to investigate and found the house in question, which not only was the house looked abandoned from the aerial photographs. Upon closer inspection, they found that the place was fortified. Sandbags in the windows, some of the upstairs windows boarded up, and it looks like somebody is trapped inside. They haven't looked inside yet, but that's what they saw. And then they got the attention of the house next door, which is full to the brim of, the best way I can phrase it is, operators. After some thrilling heroics on the part of Lee, he managed to infiltrate and then exfiltrate,
Run away!
And the party seems to have got it in their head that now they really do need to go and get some help, because these guys look to be armed and know how to use their gear.
I don't like it when he tells the story. It makes us sound incompetent.
Who was better at telling the story than Crow?
You.
Aw, that's the sweetest thing you've said to me all week.
It's only Monday.
That's the end of our week.
So, a needle pulling thread. Let me turn the music back on.
Let us regroup and decide what we are doing with our lives/unlives.
Continued lives. Oh, what the hell? I don't know why he does that. It's also way too fucking loud. If I remember correctly, you guys were all linking up back together at the house.
Yep.
We were discussing things on the way back to the house, and I was trying to convince Guy to stop and acquire a new drone because my other toy did not survive.
Oh, and I was able to do a floor plan of the house with the people, with
Yes.
the operators.
You were able to do such a thing. Oh, let me change the scene. Best way I can phrase this. You guys can roleplay with each other now.
Nah.
So, who has a plan? This is outside my wheelhouse. And you told me we're not allowed to sacrifice a child.
If I remember correctly, we were planning on getting some assistance, perhaps.
We were in the process of debating doing recon on the original house or laying siege to the more entertaining house.
Whoa.
Well then,
We just lost a crow.
Well, if Guy doesn't like my idea, that much, he could have just said so.
Yeah, he
Sorry,
liked
Discord crash.
he just liked it so much that he just like GTFO'd life.
He's like, done. I'm gone.
And I'm out! Sorry, it crashed.
That's fair. Discord's been acting weird lately. That's the reason we call it Dick Sword.
So the question at this point is, lay plans to lay siege and or re-infiltrate the entertainment house. Are we going to do recon on, or a second recon trip on the other house? See if we can find a way in.
I think that the best course of action would be to take out the house that is armed to the teeth, and from there assault the other potential fortification. No. On second thought, if we can get away with doing another bout of reconnaissance, then that's perhaps for the best.
To the Radio Shack. We need more recon drones.
Okay.
It's effective.
Fair.
Take care of your toys.
Hey,
Yes,
I can't do
don't,
much to prevent boot.
Don't leave them on the ground where any adults can step on them and hurt their feet. Come on, let's go. Let's go get this stupid drones.
You show up back at the Radio Shack. How many drones do you purchase?
I'd just get 2 or 3. That should be good for
Yeah,
now.
I mean they're stupid cheap. So
Okay. You have 3 flimsy drones with remote controls.
all right, bon. Do you want to go and pick up another car, or?
I think this car is, how, as you would say, burnt.
Potentially, yes.
Which car were you taking?
We took a random beater.
That's right.
You borrowed a beater and changed the license plate and went in.
It's a world of darkness. There's a rash of car thieves. It's
Yeah.
whatever.
You gotta
To
get that
the
looked at and get a special cream for it.
Yeah, we went to the rental car lot, long-term parking. Yeah, we will deposit this vehicle, and I will disable any cameras in the area while we are dropping it off.
Yeah, we'll just go somewhere seedy and drop it off, and then pick something up elsewhere from somewhere seedy.
Okay.
So the DEA can't threaten us with our car thievery.
Yeah.
Out of curiosity, do you guys ever, put those licenses back where they
Sometimes.
belong?
No. Well, when we physically change the license plate, we do a matching game, so it's going to take them a while to feed back through it. When we're in a hurry, I just change them on the fly when we're driving.
Because you can do that with Inhabit.
Yep. X K C B.
FUPOPO.
F-U-C. I can't read that last letter.
Squiggly line, squiggly line.
Certainly confused the hell out of those red light cameras. All right, so
Hey,
keep track of all the vitality you're spending as you pick up a new car. You pick up a new vehicle. Are you driving straight there? Are you going home? Are you?
Nah, just driving me straight there.
Okay. While they're doing all of this, what's everyone else doing?
Manifesting so I can give Lee some vitality. I have this feeling he's gonna need it.
eventually.
You mean
Are
popping
we-
out of your body?
Yeah, projecting.
Projecting? Manifesting is something else entirely.
Where
I'm
were the
doing-
three of us last time? I can't remember.
We were at the house.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure we all stayed at the house.
We were like, that sounds like a boys' trip. Y'all have
We
fun
got
with that.
We got
Man.
detoured on the way back from meeting with Officer Dickweed or whatever his name was.
And me and Morgan were too busy playing with our kitties.
Agent Dickweed.
Phrasing.
And I have all these glorious, beautiful books.
And a Harrison.
So do we want to like go there with them?
Too late now.
My cat's
I mean,
still
unless
lovely.
I'm looking into the future or the past or whatever, or screaming at something, I'm not much use outside of this house.
Arguably, I could get into the house pretty quickly. I just, once inside, I'm not really useful unless I'm gonna, bang the fight out of everybody. So,
You have a method of locking everyone down who looks at you?
Who would bang the fight out of everyone?
so arguably, I probably should have gone. I just didn't.
Wait. If Lee's in the physical car, where's Lee's car?
It's around.
Fair enough.
I have a point of drive.
I have my keys.
I'm sure Cassidy was such an angel in her life.
No.
She never had to hotwire a car. Ever.
You're assuming
Cassidy.
that the artifact car is a direct representation of the object that it is.
Are you going to try and damage one of your Crucible mate's artifacts?
Is she going to try to find the car?
I mean, what
And where is the GM going to currently put the car? Because it moves.
Where did you put the car?
Yeah, last time I parked it, probably would have been at the house.
Okay.
Do you guys think you need a distraction?
Not at the moment, but
Cassidy's pretty good at distracting people
it never hurts.
for the right price.
Have we made it back to the other house?
Well, here's the thing: you're all having this conversation while
Instantaneously,
you're trading out for
even.
another car, while you're buying the
You
buying the
should just-
drones.
You should
Can
just
somebody
let
make
her
sure
know.
that Sinclair is available for artillery?
Hey, Sinclair!
Yes.
We found a house full of people that Kate wants us to take care of.
You mean the house that she called and let me know about, so I could let you guys know about it?
Technically, the one across the street.
Sinclair didn't pick up the phone, I did.
Oh, that's right. Sorry. When I originally written this module, he did that. So sorry, I forgot. You need me to go help you with something?
Well, there's 6 living bodies. There's 4 ghosts in the house of... Well, fuck that house over there. They haven't gone into the house of fuck that house with the bombs, probably, in the yard.
Are you sure they're bombs?
They won't let me use a kid to experiment.
You know, I was really worried about Guy and his use of spite, and now I'm just really worried about you.
Look,
Welcome to the club. I've been worrying about MK for a long time. Nobody is this pure.
I was fine until I met all you people.
Oh, sure. Put the blame on us.
Oh yeah, we gotta go fuck shit up or what?
That doesn't help our case, Morgan.
Okay, what do you need me to do?
Rain down all holy hellfire? I don't know. Guy said something about artillery?
I've got pipe bombs.
That's not artillery.
Close enough in this point.
No.
And they're talking about pipe bombs in our head.
I already offered a distraction. I'm just saying.
Hey, Gee,
I
They-
can scream
they
at
could
things
be-
really loud.
they could be artillery if we make them glow like Cassidy.
No, that's still a grenade, but it's just a much more effective grenade because it's very shiny.
Does that make it a holy hand grenade?
No.
Not yet. Wait, did I say that?
Anyways,
I guess we are on standby to go fuck shit up. Did I say it right, guys?
whatever.
Alright, so you don't need me to help you out with fucking shit up.
Yeah.
Yes.
Out of curiosity, are we supposed to like be maintaining the house or the structure in any way, shape, or form?
I
This
mean,
is just
only
the house
if
across the
you
street.
don't
We've been
want,
told nothing
Homeland
about it.
Security to show up.
Because I'm just trying to think of. I mean, the place looks sketchy straight from the outside. The way they've boarded it up, all of the neighbors are concerned about it. What if we just did like a contained explosion and call it a meth lab and be done with it?
What do you mean by a contained explosion?
Drop a bomb in the basement and hope there's not more.
That doesn't work that way.
You may want to... Wait, no. You guys having this conversation in your head. Never mind.
The other way is
Ask
we could.
Sinclair if he's got a good way to blow up a building.
Hey, Sinclair, do you have a good way to blow up a building?
We'll plead the Fifth Amendment on grounds that my chemical knowledge could get all of us killed.
I mean, MK could always just throw a hissy fit at them.
That runs the risk of specters.
Look at me, I'm Cassidy. I think I'm so clever.
So, at this point, you are at the... You guys are driving back to the house. You're pretty close to the neighborhood again.
I'm gonna. Yeah, y'all keep.
A couple of blocks away from a different angle.
Okay.
Yeah,
One
when
second.
And when you stop a couple blocks away, I'm gonna. It's like, I'm going to the air. You work with the girls to come up with the plan B. Let's go investigate this other house.
Okay. So, how are you see the house as I've described it? It's you guys left right at evening, and because you had let the sun go down.
Well, do you want me to roll for the modifying it?
Yes, go ahead and roll your crafts roll.
We're probably coming like late evening, early morning.
Yeah, I'm good.
Yes, you are. You managed to. You're trying to change the license plate, right?
No, I was talking about the drone.
Oh,
Self-sustained
okay.
power.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
Better option.
Basically
better
making
option.
it,
We don't need that. We hit my mind.
Let's our $10 drone actually be useful.
Yeah. You managed to do what you need to do to the drone. That's what you do.
Okay, I'm gonna circle wide and come to the house from the backside, and keep the occupied house between, or the abandoned house between me and the occupied house that has the sniper in it.
Okay. The best way to do that is you're going to be coming up through the backyard, and up to the building from that direction. All of you are looking through his eyes as you're seeing this.
I am. I'm also listening to the buzz to see if I pick up anything.
Background chatter, more mentions of the event, and how it's coming soon.
Not like, 17 days.
No, but you do hear the phrase "sawing."
Oh. Excellent. Perfect. Just the right time.
because you guys are in universe coming up on Halloween.
Okay. So that's the house as we see it.
Yes. You're actually. This is a pistache of the house. To be perfectly honest, you're not. You are coming up on the backyard. This is the front yard of the house. As you're coming up, you see the backyard has a patio with a overhanging over the patio porch, and then sliding glass doors. The glass doors haven't been barricaded, like they don't have plywood in front of them, but they do have about halfway up is sandbags, and it looks to be about 2 or 3 rows deep of sandbags.
Maggie, anything you want a closer look at before I try to get in?
What were the objects on the ground? The vaguely landmine looking.
You can roll me a perception test. Perception, alertness. Anybody who wants to may roll this. Difficulty 6, because now you're getting a closer look at those things.
Oh!
Wow! All those 10s and then those 1s. Okay, so for our 1 success people, they don't really look like traditional landmines. It doesn't look like these were buried in the yard. For my 3 successes people, this looks like, which is, let's see, Guy and Mary Kathleen, this looks like somebody, like, it's on a spike and somebody drove it into the yard. It's still kind of wide and flat, but somebody just kind of pushed it down and on a stake that's underneath it. It is sticking out above the grass slightly.
I'm sorry, say that again?
So it looks like somebody, you know, those lights that those
Oh
lights
yeah,
that
yeah,
have
the UV, the little like solar lights.
yeah, it looks like on stakes. It looks like those driven into the ground, except there is no obvious light built onto it. It's basically a disc that they've driven into the ground, and it's just above the grass, like almost the same level as the grass, but not quite.
Motion detector.
And
Or an IDS.
They're in overlapping patterns all over, including the backyard.
I wonder, could they be
Ghost
kind of
detectors?
sensor that picks up like that picks up like a difference in temperature or something. Interesting. Anyways, they're a detection system. So be careful.
While avoiding them, I will go back up and to the back of the house. Do I see any gaps in the windows?
This
Vents?
place is airtight. Like, this place is all kinds of buttoned down. As you do get closer, you do see some movement inside the house. But everything's dark inside. It's like there aren't even any interior lights on. You just see people kind of moving around slowly. You can only catch silhouettes, and the only reason you can catch those silhouettes is because you're basically looking through a window and you see them move in front, like they're moving between windows basically, and you can see kind of some movement. You can't really tell detail, and it seems to mostly be downstairs. You don't see anybody in the upstairs windows at all.
Have you seen what you wanted to see, Guy, or should I head inside?
Yes. Well,
Up to the roof. Chimney, air vent. Any of the air vents going in the attic? Any of that open?
You see you see one of those spinny exhaust fans. There's not a chimney, but you see an exhaust fan on the roof. basically a place where the AC unit can blow out hot air. And it is covered. There's no like way to look into it.
Options here, Yi, and as our tactical person, I would ask your advice.
Can't get in through there. I mean, you could try to possess something and get it to fall down the chute and play a game of hopscotch from object to object, but we know how that ended last time.
Yeah, and that's option.
If they do have dead eyes, they will hear it.
And that's option 1. Option 2 is to literally fly through a window and
most likely damage the drone.
You will hit the drone.
Yeah, that it will. And it's running the gamble that I can hold it long enough to do a quick internal recon and get back out before the drone is destroyed.
Yeah. So, I don't have any good advice on this one. You could check down along the basement line and see if there's some loose masonry or an open sub-basement or basement window. What do you call those things? The windows right there on like the ground line.
I don't know what the technical term is, unfortunately. I know what weep holes are, but that's just kind of a basement window.
Yeah. I'll continue to scan, I've already scanned the upper areas, scan towards the bottom. Actually, the gap for the attic, because attics don't seal, they usually have a small gap to allow air come out.
Yep.
Okay. It's really not big enough to get your drone through.
Okay.
We're talking about something like the size of my hand.
Check the bottom floors down towards the
okay.
If there is any basement windows or any access there.
I am sensing that we're not going to find a way in. This is rapidly giving a waste of time.
Not an easy way.
As you go down, you get towards the level of the where a basement window would be. You do. Actually, everybody roll me perception alertness again, difficulty 8.
I ain't see shit.
I saw stuff.
Mm-hmm. Morgan, you hear a kitten purring in your ear.
Alright.
Lee, you and he don't see anything, or don't hear anything. Mary Kathleen, you hear through Lee, shuffling inside, like something was just alerted.
Hey, Lee, I think you set off the motion detector.
Shit. Okay. And I'll fly back and up and around and then off in a random direction.
I would see how they react to this.
True. I plan to do it from a slightly different way. I'd like to be able to get out.
Go park it in a tree?
I was going to have Guy drive a little closer and then have him actually fly the second drone at the house. I'm not inside.
Screw you, machine.
We didn't get any of that, Crow.
Oh, I said I will drive a little closer and then shittily pilot a drone.
Yeah. Make it look like the kid that stole Daddy's nest, or got a drone for Christmas and crashed it into the house or something.
Yeah.
distance and while I am flying up in a safe distance and observing.
Hang on, give me 1 second here, guys. That's why. Okay. I was like, what's wrong with my formula, and why are you not working?
Because God hates you and you touch yourself at night.
Well, yes. Okay. So, tell me exactly what you're doing.
I'm
I
flying
am-
to a safe altitude and observing. And Guy has instructions.
Gonna like hide it up in a tree or something. You know, some kind of obfuscation.
Okay.
Or concealment. And I'm going to like pilot like a drone, just kind of shittily around like a kid's playing with it.
Okay. Roll me Lee, roll me Dex stealth. And
Does thrill seeker count?
No.
DC? Or difficulty?
DC is 6. And no, you don't have to roll me. They'll believe that you're just fucking around with the drone. Okay.
Do I get any bonus dice for being really fucking small right now?
No. Okay. Key, actually, I will say this. As you are coming up with the controller, making it look like you're that you're poorly piloting something, you're not trying to be stealthy.
No. I'm looking like I'm really frustrated with this thing that I'm driving, or that I'm trying to drive,
Okay.
which I am because
Roll me another perception alertness at a DC or at a difficulty 6.
All right, I'm gonna spend some past life on this, like 3. Hey-o!
Wow. Okay. You immediately notice this. As you're coming up, you notice that there is a laser pointer in the back window that you can see from your direction. And it's blinking at you in Morse code.
Ooh, do I recognize Morse code?
You do.
Would linguistics help me know Morse code?
Yes.
Yeah, I have that too.
So everybody who has linguistics may roll. Because you're seeing this through...
Intelligence or wits?
Oh, shit. Intelligence. Crap, can't look it up through that window.
DC.
6.
I'm spending a willpower for an automatic success. Which is probably good. I'm going to fate that. 2 successes.
3.
I got 2.
Only people with linguistics can roll this.
I have linguistics.
Okay, then you can roll.
What language do you speak? English and bad English?
Biker.
Yeah, like I said, English and bad English.
Actually, it was Spanish.
Nice.
Okay. It's spelling out a word. Mary Kathleen, actually, I think everybody who rolled can get this. It spells out a word that it is spelled Zigouleur.
One more time.
Break that down because you kind of broke up.
Okay. That is Z, as in Zed, I, G, O, U, I, L, L, E, U, R. Did you guys get it that
Like-
time?
Yeah.
MK,
String
please
of
translate.
crosswords inside my brain.
Say that again.
There was just in my head, where everybody can hear it, there's just a string of cuss words.
Can someone please translate?
I attempt to translate this.
You speak French?
I mean, I'm sure I could get to French with all the other dead languages I'm learning.
You don't speak it right. Do you speak it right now, though?
I don't know. Like, no one's really explained linguistics. I took 3 dots of linguistics.
Every dot's a language. It works exactly like it does in LARP.
Right.
Okay. Then no, I don't speak French because French is too modern and fuck French. But I mean, that's what God made Google Translate for, right?
Right.
Ooh.
Okay.
Hey, skittish. Try and use Google Translate on that word. Like, try and actually use it.
Okay. You see that word. Mary Kathleen is obviously like, huh? And goes to Google Translate.
Just because I love the Google Translate for it, it's really misleading.
I'm your vernacular guy.
Guy
What the
is
hell are
going-
they talking about?
Guy is like shit, piss, fuck, cunt, cock, sucker, motherfucker, tit, fart, turd, and twat.
Well, there went our rating. Good night, folks.
I'm gonna upload this to YouTube, and it's immediately gonna say cannot monetize.
Demonetized.
It spells out that, and then immediately goes.
Is that from the locked up house or the house that we were in previously?
The locked up house? The one you were just looking at.
Anyone care to explain? This is too modern for me to actually care about learning this language.
It's a nickname.
Or-
It's my nickname.
Friends of yours?
I don't think I have any friends who know that name. Or rather, I should say, anyone who knows that name is probably not a friend.
Ex-coworkers of yours?
Je ne sais pas.
Someone that
That's
can
it.
apparently recognize you even after being cleaned up from a distance.
I just
At night.
always look like a hobo. Yes, somebody who can recognize me at a distance at night. Well, early morning.
Well, they know you're here.
That's right.
I think we go back to plan A and just blow up the house.
I mean, I feel anyone who knew Guy in his former life probably needs to be blown up. I don't know. Guy, would you say that your ex-coworkers do not deserve to be blown up?
I wouldn't say that my current coworkers don't deserve to be blown up.
Hey, Guy, you know this Morse code, and apparently they speak French. Get a flashlight? You should say hi back.
That's not a bad idea. I've got the better one.
Open a dialogue with the creepy ghost house.
I will note that this was flashed at you with a laser, with one of those pen laser pointers.
Yeah. I'm gonna reach into my pocket. I'm gonna pull out a stick of gum.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna put the gum in my mouth, and I'm gonna write something on the wrapper, and then I'm gonna crumple it up, and I'm gonna drop it where I am, and then I'm gonna walk away. It's just gonna be a phone number for like a burner phone, since apparently we have some of those.
I will continue to watch to see if who comes and picks it up.
Oh, I'm sorry. I will do that, and like while I'm writing, I'll just look up at the wherever that thing came from, and then I'll drop it. Sorry.
When you say wherever that thing came from,
The laser. Crow isn't doing words well. Crow had a very long shift.
that's fair. Well, Guy, make me another perception alertness test.
Man. I'm spending willpower for an automatic success.
Okay. Okay.
Or 3 successes.
Give me 1 second. Sorry, I have to look this up. And my internet's moving slowly. So a total of 3 successes. Alright. Not what I wanted you to do, machine. So don't do it! Okay, so with 3 successes, you notice that the laser, as you turn around to walk away, the laser pointer is at your feet, moving, like slowly spinning.
Is it spinning like around my feet?
No, it's like just like it's trying to get your attention.
Okay, I'll turn and look.
More Morse code. This time it's a bit more faster and more emphatic. And what you get out of this, for those who can speak Morse code, is "can't leave you, Chungus."
Chungus. Chungus? Chungus.
I don't think they can leave the house. Chunk the gum wrapper into the backyard.
I have never forget a face. Do I know anybody who ever referred to me as a chunky anus?
Yes. In fact, it was one of your other nicknames, but it was almost exclusively used by one of your battle buddies, named Jean Renard. You lost touch with him right about the time you left.
Just fuck.
Would you like me to deliver something?
I do have a friend in there. One that very, very much I need to see right now.
Friend.
I'm gonna walk up to the door.
I thought you just said you didn't have friends. Now I'm confused.
You walk up to the front door of the building?
A knock.
Which side is that on of the house?
The front door. The
No,
side.
I mean, is it facing the other
Yes.
fucking house?
Yes, it is. You knock?
Yeah.
No answer.
Hello?
If you tell them to open a window, I can go in and talk for you.
I see. Nobody is home. Noted. But on the off chance that somebody is home, if you open a window, I'm sure that we could have a very amenable conversation. And then I leave.
Okay. One of the
And I pick
windows.
up my piece of trash.
Yeah. One of the windows on the second floor, that's not boarded up, opens a crack.
Is the crack big enough for me to fly in?
Yes.
I kind of fly in and carefully fly into the crack.
Okay. The interior is dark as shit. Like, all the lights are turned off. Everything's, like, just dark as fuck inside. So, you come inside, and looking inside, it looks like from what you can see, it does look like a normal house for the most part, but it doesn't look like anyone is visible from where you are.
Okay, I'm going to use one of my modifications. Basically, the you know how on drones the blades at different speeds makes different tones?
Mm-hmm.
Using that to basically simulate a voice.
He's gonna bumblebee it.
Basically, Bumble and be a voice box for Guy. All right, Guy, you're on Radio Lee. What would you like to say?
All of this is going to be in French.
I
Crow is
relay
not going
as
to speak
best I
French.
can.
Who's this?
You said it was John Renaud?
Jean Renaud.
Renaud, what is your retarded ass doing in this state, let alone on the other end of these assholes?
You see, from your perspective, Lee, a hand comes down and picks up the drone. Is careful not to like crunch the propeller, but it reaches up and picks up the drone, and then looks at the camera. So you're all seeing this guy. Give me 1 second.
Mind you, this is the tones of the propeller trying to mimic Guy's French when the only language I know is Spanish.
Close. Amusingly enough, if I was trying to speak Arabic with him, we'd be a lot better off.
Yeah. So this is about the person. This is somewhat like what you're looking at, or what you can see in the camera. He picks it up and kind of looks, and he looks at the camera, and this man says in very, very good French, "Your accent is horrible."
I don't even wait for Guy.
happening.
Blame the translation drone. In English.
Okay. Well, I don't even know how you're able to do this, but okay.
Let's just say I picked up some new skills. What are you doing here?
Don't you love it when they speak languages you guys don't understand?
Well,
I'll tell you guys later.
here's
He's
the
not
thing.
going to tell us everything.
Next World pays you a lot of money.
Yeah, no shit, but they are pure fucking evil.
Yeah, that's why they're across the street about to kill me and my crew.
Yeah, that's why I'm trying to set something up to... Well, I was trying to set something up to kill them because they're evil. But
Good. They want what we have.
what do you have? Wait, I don't want to know. Tell me afterwards.
Okay, we got something. They want it. We can't get away, or else they're gonna gun us down. Now, they haven't stormed us yet. We don't know why.
They're waiting for us.
Oh, we're the bait.
Yeah.
So it's Beirut all over again.
Yeah, but with superpowers.
He looks insulted. Are you implying that I didn't have superpowers before?
No. I'm implying that, like, the amount of people you think are over there is actually double because they're invisible.
They're not invisible. They're sleepers
Yeah.
and skimmers.
Yeah.
We can see them.
Okay. Okay.
I've got-
Good.
I've got 2 sleepers downstairs.
Ah.
Now, we
okay.
don't- We don't have pods, so they're kind of in their bodies, and I'm a skimmer.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, me too. Probably because of Beirut.
and Lebanon
And Gaza.
and Gaza.
The rest of you here, like, blah, 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 Lebanon, blah, 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 Gaza, blah, 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 Beirut.
I'm Googling terrorist attacks in these places.
I swear to God, if you two are sitting there just exchanging frat boy stories, I am gonna find a way over there.
Actually, it would be very beneficial to have everybody here very soon.
Road trip.
Great, tell Lee to
And Sinclair.
And Sinclair.
Body Sinclair or not Body Sinclair?
Not Body Sinclair.
Hey Sinclair, get your ass in the pod!
He's already out.
He's been in the pod, yeah.
And Morgan, bring your boomsticks.
Will do.
Okay, the rest of my crew is on their way, plus a pro from Dover.
How many?
5?
Hope you're good at what you do. Well, I know you're good at what you do, but I hope the rest of them are good at what they do.
They're not bad.
Hey, everybody, he actually said something nice about you.
But
In
they
another
don't know!
In another language they don't know.
So did I get anything back on my terrorist attacks on these places?
Yes.
Well, Beirut's been bombed a number of times by terrorists.
Yes.
Gaza's been bombed a number of times by terrorists. Some of this has been bombed a number of times by terrorists.
As I scroll through this, you just tell me when to stop Gee at you.
I'm not telling.
I was honestly thinking Guy would say, there. That wasn't me, but I knew the guy. There. Now that didn't actually happen.
No. He's a professional. He doesn't kiss and tell.
Cassidy does, though.
Mm-hmm.
Well, in both cases, this is more blow and tell, but yeah.
Hey-oh!
All right. So,
Spicy.
all right. So that's what we're doing. We're waiting on your crew then. All I know is they've got a crew over there, and they're supposed to kill us the moment we come out.
We can give them exact numbers and positions if that would help them, Gee.
Oh yeah, I have the floor plan.
Yes, you do have a floor plan.
I packed
If
that.
we can relay
The
that,
drone
we can
can't
relay
draw.
that information, yeah.
The drone really can't draw.
You
We
can,
can
however,
fly
jump
straight past
out
the
because
flight
you're
off.
right there and they can see you.
Is that?
Okay. You jump out of the drone.
Hello?
Yeah, I'm still here. Yeah, I'll go ahead and now that we know that they can actually see us, I'm just gonna step out of the drone. I'm like, this is so much easier.
The
I have
moment,
no clue what just happened. I crashed.
Yeah, my internet's acting a little funky
There's really bad storms coming in and out.
until 5 in the morning.
fair. I'm still getting you guys though. Like I have not had
Yeah,
any kind of interruption on you
We
guys.
didn't get y'all. Like,
Okay.
there was a good second there, or a good, 5 or 10 seconds there that we had a problem.
Okay. We'll just work around it. So you jump out of the drone. As you jump out of the drone, the guy who has been identified as Jean drops the drone and draws a pistol and points it at your face, like is straight up like pistol in your
Mhm.
nose.
It's like as I watch the drone fall, I'm like dumbstruck. I'm like, hey, Dick, that's my ride out of here.
Who the fuck are you? He says in a very accented English, very accented with French.
I was the drone you were talking to for Guy. It's just easier to do it this way.
Name now.
Lee, Laylock.
Go downstairs, middle room.
I don't think
Take
I
the
like.
gun out of my sinus cavity so that I can.
I really
Go
don't
right
like Gee's friends.
No, I just got. It's like, no. This fits the bill for someone who knows Guy.
To be
I
fair,
comply.
yeah,
I
point.
walk. I go where he tells me to.
To be fair,
It's like-
I don't like my friend.
That's okay. He doesn't like you either.
Sounded pretty chummy with him, even though we couldn't understand what you were saying.
As we're walking, I'm like, if you could be so kind as to carefully bring the drone with you, it is the easiest way to get around.
He picks it up and is following behind you. As you get downstairs, the downstairs area is looks like a normal house. There's like a living room area, no real hall area, but there's a living room area and a dining room area that is kind of one of the smaller rooms, and a kitchen and a bathroom. You see basically, again, this looks like a normal house, all the same kind of furniture. In the dining room area, though, it has no exterior walls. It's all indoor. It's all interior walls. And you see basically what looks like 5 guys have been camping out in here for the last, week. And you see several other individuals. One second here. So I have to move their tokens into play.
One of you guys really need to learn these tricks, so I'm not the one that keeps getting stuck in these situations.
But you're
I'll
so
admit
good
it,
at
you
that.
love it.
The in and out part is fun. It's the middle of it that just sucks.
That's what she said. There we go.
2 gunners, 2 snipers.
Pretty much. You see they're basically, it's 4 guys, or 5 guys total, who have been kind of camping out in this area. You notice they're all kind of twitchy, they're all on edge. They're all wearing some of the gear that you're seeing on them now. They look very much like what you would consider mercenaries. They've all, looks like most of their gear is customized. But
Do you have any anti-ghost rounds?
You gotta communicate through Lee, and that gets to him.
Yeah.
It's basically says, Guy says, and then translate and say whatever in really shitty French.
He says back in French. All of it's ghost shot. We stole some stuff from Next World on our way out.
Bon. Okay.
Hey, Evan.
Yes.
Eidetic memory. Do any of these guns look like the gun that we have?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, if they had a 50, this would be a very different fight.
Okay. So you make it. Oh, shit, son of a bitch, bastard. You make it down to the. You see everything as I've described it.
So here's the layout of the next house over, Lee, if this helps you at all.
If you guys have a pen and paper, I can try to do a sketch of the other house and where they have their placements.
They scrounge around. They wind up coming up with some computer paper and a pen, and basically they're all kind of trying to keep their heads low, making sure they're not being seen, as they hand you a pen and paper.
I kind of follow suit and find a flat surface to try to duplicate the sketch as we have it.
I'm heading back to my car.
Okay.
They're stealing Sinclair's driving over.
All right.
Can
Sinclair.
someone try to get the hold of Kate? See if we can get any other assistance post haste.
Did Kate give me her number? I
You
don't
have a
remember.
way of contacting her.
Okay. Ring, ring, banana phone.
It rings. And rings. And rings. Finally, a person picks up. Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Kate, please?
1 second. Hello? It's Kate on the other end.
Hi, Kate. It's MK. Just calling to let you know about that house situation.
Okay, what's going on?
It looks like it's a turf war. Some guys left.
Turf war.
I don't
Somebody
know.
got hold of something valuable. Next
Some people-
wanted it, and they're going to try and massacre the people on the other side of it. We could use some assistance in getting rid of it.
Okay. Lee's trying to explain this in my head. Some guys left Next World and they took some stuff on their way out. Next World wants it back. The house that's being fortified is the guys who are trying to protect themselves from Next World. Across the way, we have 4 ghosts and 6 living bodies ready to kill everyone in that building.
Wow, okay. So I'm taking this as a we need help?
Yeah, this is a we need help.
Someone in those buildings, I'd greatly appreciate not getting killed.
We're anti-Lee dying.
Thank you.
Depending on what he says.
Where is... Okay.
Remember that next time you want to borrow the car.
It's at blah address. We're heading over there now to try to figure out a stealthy way to get into the building where the people are. In part because Next World is just waiting for them to poke their heads up to go to town.
Oh. Okay. That's interesting. So, do you want us to come in guns blazing, or do you want us to come in and be all stealthy and sneaky?
Gee, what are we doing here?
Dropping the hammer.
We are being the righteous right hand of God.
I feel like your 2 definitions of those things are very vastly different.
No.
All right, we'll be there, and we'll be there as quick as we can. Do you have Sinclair with you as well?
Yep.
All right. Let me see who else I can call, and there's a pause. All right, we'll be there. The fastest we can be there is in an hour.
Hey, Guy, would it be more useful for them to come in from the other side of the street and come over the fence into the backyard of the house full of killer people?
Pardon?
When we were looking at it, weren't most of the bad houses people looking at this house?
Wait.
So wouldn't it be more useful, I don't know, as not the tactical guy, but for Kate's group to come in from the other side of the bad house over the fence?
Flank 'em.
I trust professionals to be generally professionals. I'm not going to dictate the tactics, just the logistics.
Okay.
We'll see you in an hour.
All right, we'll be there.
Hang up the phone.
Okay. So you guys are on your way.
So
I'm doing my glorious sketch.
Our side of the conflict, I believe, yes, we should come in from the back. Honestly, I think we should hit this from there are 3 sides that are very easy to hit it from. The front, which is what I think that my companion will open up into the other house with. We will come in through the back. And Kate and her crew will come in from the side.
Well, Guy, unless your friend is willing to give me back my drone and not put a hole in my head, I think I'm going to be going with them.
They don't have a gun on you right now.
They have the guns. We have been told that it is Ghost Shot. He has my ride out of here. I don't have many options at the moment. I'm going to try to sketch the map for them.
Okay.
Do you want me to roll anything for that?
No, you don't do that. Basically, Mary Kathleen can sit here and say, no, it's this way, and no, it's this way.
It's not this hard.
Hey, I'm really good at sketching.
So they follow along, kind of watching it. So you said there are how many again?
6 flesh bags, 4 floating guys.
They can fly?
Like me, no bodies. They get around a little quicker.
You can use the word ghost.
Yeah, I know, but it's just boring.
How is that boring. I swear to God, Lee.
It will be nice working with professionals again.
All right. Well, we simply want to get out of here. I have no interest in gunning down everyone across the street from us. If we can just push them back and get out, then that works for us. Because the less bloodshed on a neighborhood street, the more pleasant things are. I like to do things quick and surgical, not blowing up buildings and leaving no one alive.
Well, that really sucks because we just told Kate we're dropping the right hand of God.
I feel like
So,
he has the wrong.
Quick and clean, less ghee. Okay.
Well, last time I worked with Guy Bernard, his own way of looking at the world was to do it quick and do it clean, but leave no witnesses.
I mean, I think we saw that at the movie theater.
But I have little to no interest in leaving a crater across the street.
Neither do we, but I have no intention of leaving anyone on their side alive.
You're not at the house.
I know.
I'm speaking for him.
But I can see him. I'm talking to Lee. I have no intention of leaving anyone alive, especially with all the pain and suffering they have caused us.
Sorry. Guy says he does not going to leave any witnesses because they're assholes and they've caused pain and suffering.
Could you explain to me how this whole you talking for him is working?
So, one of the side effects of this whole being dead thing, we've apparently worked closely enough together that he can talk in my head. And I can hear him, and I can convey what he is saying, and he can hear what you're saying. So, yeah.
So you have what is commonly referred to as a hive mind.
Yeah, that'd be the best way to explain it.
You do know that's how specters communicate. Just throwing that out there.
Yes, but it's not uncommon for crucibles apparently to develop this as well.
It actually is.
Crucibles sometimes do it too.
Just want to make sure. Okay, when can we expect your compatriots?
An hour?
But they're about an hour out.
All right. Jean then turns and starts talking to the other guys, making sure they're ready to go, and start briefing them.
English, French, Spanish.
He's actually switching between English, French, and Esperanto.
Fucking Esperanto.
Like, he's doing it every third word, he's switching languages.
That makes the grammar awful.
Iggy, do you want me to hang out with your friend here? Or do you want me to come back and rally with you?
No, keep an eye on him.
Okay.
I don't trust him.
If you'd be so kind as just to put the drone down out of the way so it doesn't get stepped on, I'd greatly appreciate it.
It's like sitting on
I've been going through too many of those this week.
After about 20 to 30 minutes or so, the rest of the Crucible, aka MK, Cassidy, and Morgan, and Sinclair, show up at the neighborhood. You're about a block away from the house.
We're here.
Rude.
How are we getting in?
You have pipe bombs?
No. To the house with the people.
We're not going into the house with the people.
With your friends?
We are not going in the house with the people.
Okay, so what's the fucking plan?
We're going to go into the house with the other people, and we're going to kill them. While we're in the process of killing them, our friends in the other house will shoot anybody who comes outside, and effect an evacuation with their equipment. Once that's finished, we will leave.
Okay, where's the best place for me to set up with the sniper rifle?
In a house. About 5 to 6 feet away from a window on a table.
What do you want me to do? Just jack somebody's house?
Why are you carrying a giant sniper rifle in suburbia?
Didn't someone tell her to bring her boomsticks?
That wasn't me.
I was meaning the pipe bombs, but the sniper rifle might prove useful
I
too.
brought all the boomsticks because I didn't know which one you meant.
So you got a ghost shot Barrett 50 caliber sniper rifle. You've got her shotgun, and then she has 3 pipe bombs.
Let's not belittle this
2. I
Barrett
thought it was
50
2 pipe
caliber
bombs.
sniper rifle.
Oh, 2? Okay, I thought
It is a 6 foot, 60 pound, or not 60, what was it, 35 pound rifle.
This one is stamped metal.
And I'm petting it.
You're not carrying it assembled. It's too fucking heavy.
Okay, I'm petting the pieces.
Well, you didn't steal a case for it. You stole it fully assembled.
Please tell me she's just carrying it in like a doubled up Walmart bag.
It'd be like a quadrupled up Walmart bag. Now the Barrett sniper. I mean, you're thinking the numbers on the M2. The sniper's only about 20 pounds.
It's 30.
Yeah.
Loaded, it's a 30-pound weapon.
Okay, yeah, loaded, fair.
It's
Trust
just kind of shoved haphazardly into my messenger bag.
It's
That
6
poor
feet
messenger
long.
bag.
Broken in half, the barrel is still like 2.5 feet.
I have stick.
I'm just here to scream at things.
Okay,
Yes.
so
All right, guy.
explain to me where you
Coordinate
guys are
your
coming
minions.
We're gonna come from the side. The van side. We're gonna use the vans as cover.
from. Okay.
We're gonna put the pipe bombs on the vans. That way they can't escape. Well, we're gonna have the pipe bombs available to pipe bomb the vans. We're going to control the vans so they can't escape.
How?
are we waiting
Lee's
for
in the other
Kate?
house.
Pardon?
Lee's in the other house. How are we going to control the cars?
I don't mean literally control the cars. I mean make sure nobody gets in the cars, cut their fucking throats, eat their fucking souls. I don't care. Make sure they don't get in the fucking goddamn vehicles.
Okay,
So
cut off
just to-
their exit.
Just to
Yes,
clarify,
control the
you don't
vehicles.
want anyone to leave.
No. Except for the guys in the other vehicle. If they're next world, they die.
Do we wait for Kate?
Yes.
I turn to the fellow Frenchman in this house. Our people have arrived. He is currently coordinating them on the other side.
We're still waiting for another element.
We are waiting for the last team to arrive.
Because right now we have equal force. I want overwhelming force.
As you move in, as you tell them that, the guys in the house with you immediately move to the front room and get up to, and each one takes a position where they are covering the front area of the house, toward facing the house with all of the Next World mercs in it. It seems very practiced, very much like they've been ready for this for a while. They all set up, and they get ready to go. I need to change our scene again.
Guy, is there anything you want me to check or look for in our quasi-friends little house here?
If you can poke around and see what it is they found.
I'm gonna kind of poke around the camping area and just kind of
You see
putz
basi-
around while I'm waiting and see if I see anything that's out of place.
It looks like 5 guys have been camping in a dining room for the last couple weeks. You don't see really anything out of place other than the fact that, like, they've got sleeping bags on the floor. Most of the furniture has been moved to the edges of the room. You see a couple of... It looks mostly clean. Like, it doesn't look like they've been, like, throwing their trash around. They've been policing trash. They've been doing all that kind of stuff. But for the most part, you don't see anything that would be out of place for them. Roll me a... That's what you first see. Roll me a perception alertness, just overall. Okay.
Nice.
You see as I have described it to you, but it seems inordinately clean. Like they've been trying to keep things as clean as they can. What you do notice is that there are no duffel bags. There are no containers. They don't look like they've been carrying stuff with them. Other than they've got like sleeping bags and some bedding, but there's a very real chance that they may have taken that from the house itself.
Are you passing that information along?
Yes, I am.
Ask them what the initial plan was.
Out of curiosity, what was y'all's original plan? Just hiding in here?
Jean kind of turns to you, Lee, and he says, well, originally, we were going to stay here one night, and then move out, but apparently, Next World figured out where we were going and laid a trap. We caught them almost right away, and we can't leave because they have overwhelming firepower and can pretty much see their way in. So we've been holding here.
So when we're ready, they're going to be able to exfiltrate quickly. They have the whatever they found with them, and they can move it.
Alright, so when everything goes down, you guys have everything you need. You have whatever this gizmo is, and you guys can just haul ass.
You see John pats, like, a pocket on his chest. I've got it.
Okay.
So the priority is to get John out alive again, I'm guessing?
The
For Lee.
priority is to make sure that none of us get out any better than we are. I will point out that they have ghost shot.
Alright. About, as you're positioning yourselves to get ready, you see a hot rod looking vehicle pull up the street and start moving towards the other house where all of the other mercs are.
That would be our other group.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't have a way to contact them besides the cell phone.
I think we're doing this now, guys.
It is kind
Let
of...
them know the hot rod is with us.
It is screaming down the road.
Up and at 'em.
Projecting out of my body.
Yeah, up and out of my flesh.
Okay. Give me 1 second here, because now I gotta move all these tokens to the...
Yeah, can we arrange these tokens sort of like in relative position of the house where we're at? So like
Yes,
our tokens would be off to the right over here.
Well, really, the tokens only exist for the purposes of keeping track of who is currently in the fight. They do not represent actual positions because these mercs are not actually flying above you right now.
I was about to say,
I was just using as the rough symbolic, like here's where we are strategically.
Oh, because I was about to say, didn't we have an overview from like a Google Maps?
You do, but I left all the tokens on this there.
I'm dropping the meat as well, and congealing or forming.
Okay. What are you congealing? Or you mean manifesting?
Manifest, yes, sorry.
Okay.
That way I
How
can
much of a
manipulate the pipe
manifest?
bombs.
That way you may what?
That way I can handle the pipe bombs.
Okay.
Don't you have Helter Skelter?
Yes.
You could just throw them,
Okay.
You will
which
have
is
to find a
way
way
more funny.
You will have to find a way to light them.
It's a pipe bomb. It's pretty much unstable already.
Fair. So, for reference, for my lovely players,
That's a lot of fuck.
yeah, it is. And now Adobe's deciding to be a dick and not actually showing, and not actually
Hey.
bringing the book up.
Evan, that's 2 more people than we had in the original count.
Yeah, it is.
Okay,
You didn't see everyone.
okay.
Eben needed to balance the fight so that there were 3 effective crucibles fighting an equally matched number of opponents.
Excuse me 1 second, because I'm making sure that I'm reading this correctly.
So everyone is clear. I am manifesting.
How many points? You
1.
are manifesting though?
Okay. So, the guys in black, the first row here, for the purposes of you guys, so that you know what's going on, all of them are sleepers. They are out of their body and projecting. The back row are all flesh. All right. And because this is going to be such a huge fight, we're going to kind of do this a little narrative. We're going to be more narrative about this rather than doing straight up crunchy initiatives. Is everyone okay with that?
Sure, as long as I get my spite in.
Of course. There is enough targets. You'll get your spite in. Okay. So, Kate's Crucible in their hot rod come barreling down the road, heading straight at this house. And I don't actually have tokens for them, because I wasn't expecting you to call them.
It's me. Come on, Evan. You know I'm gonna pull every string I can.
That's true. So you have this hot rod that's just careening down the road towards this house. And you did tell them that you did relay, making sure you did relay that the hot rod is with you guys, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's coming. What do you guys do?
Well, we dropped the meat. I'm raging out and going across past the vans and into the back door.
Okay. You are so
Like I'm crouched. Let me rephrase that. I'm crouched down next to the back door. I'm waiting for somebody to come out the back.
Okay. The how much spite are you tapping?
9.
All right, roll it.
The 6, right?
Yes, difficulty 6.
3.
Okay. You gain 3 spite.
Man, I'm getting really good at resisting this stuff.
It just means you have to use it more.
Yeah. That'll give me 3 rounds. So,
Okay.
I think all 3. So,
All right. So, Mary Kathleen, what are you doing?
Waiting for someone to get near these cars and wailing their eardrums out.
Okay. Cassidy, what are you doing?
Cassidy was still trying to figure out how she wanted to do that. I'm trying to look through the book to see how I have to manifest for this. What I wanted to do was initiate my unearthly repose to try and lure people further outside towards Mary
You don't have to
Kathleen.
manifest to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Anybody
you
with
don't-
dead eyes can see you, and therefore you don't have to manifest.
Okay.
Which actually makes you safer because you're not pulling civilians.
Yeah.
Just wanted to make sure. So then,
This
yeah.
is the
I
world of
think-
darkness. Are there really any civilians?
Yes. I mean, also
Following
future victims.
following that, then I'm gonna wait till Cassidy has enough people around and ready to wail, and then hopefully she'll stormwind her way out of there before I let my pipes go.
Okay. Morgan, what are you doing?
I'm going to go between the vans.
Mm-hmm.
That's not visible from the houses, correct?
They have windows above the van. They can see them.
I'm gonna try and use the vans as cover
Okay.
and to get between them and have a pipe bomb ready for the vans.
Okay. Lee, what are you doing?
I'm relaying what's going on that side to our Finch compatriots on this side.
Okay.
Good
You
guy
see-
Lee.
Say what? Yeah, Lee's
Good
being,
guy Lee.
being the relay. You see
That
Sinclair.
become comms.
Sinclair steps out of the car. He kind of flexes his hands, and he begins to grow, like the air around him begins to grow hot and charged. He arcs with electricity all over his body and just is walking straight at this house. And hopping over the fence like he's going in. He's just gonna take the fight to them. Let's see. The guys in the house with Lee, they are going to basically, they ready actions. They have their weapons up. You see two of them, like I said, are riflemen. Two of them have what look like single shot, or not single shot, but semi-automatic marksman rifles. Let's see, what are these assholes gonna do? Did you ready an action? Cassidy, did you ready an action to use your unearthly repose, or are you using your unearthly repose?
No, I've spent 2 vitality to actually use my unearthly repose to draw people out for MK.
Okay.
The bug zapper. Or the light in it, anyways.
As you wah and start to glow, let's see, what is level 2?
It's they ignore audible distractions, but if they're touched, they'll kick out of it.
Okay. As you wah, the back door opens, and you see two guys kind of come out, and they're not moving tactically, but they are definitely moving kind of cautiously, like looking at you. These guys are currently in body. So for everybody to attack them, you will have to manifest to do
Nope.
so.
I'm a possessed one.
Okay. So you see two guys are coming out, and they're coming towards Cassidy.
I'm gonna jump into whichever one has the bigger gun.
They're both carrying what looks like MP5s.
I'm gonna just jump at one of them.
Okay.
It's charisma, leadership.
You're gonna ride him inside to do friendly fire.
I'm going to spend 4 vitality on this.
Okay.
And I'll spend a willpower to get it back. All right. 2 successes will let me control him for probably the rest of this combat.
Okay. You have control of him.
For a minute, so
Yeah.
several rounds.
You. Is that an action, or is that a full, or is that just like a reaction? 'Cause I think it's an actual action to do.
It's an action.
Okay, so
I think pretty much all powers are an action.
right. So you've done that. You jump into the body. And you have full control of it. Kathleen, are you letting your whale out now, or are you waiting?
I'm waiting.
Okay.
I'm waiting until these guys get to the car.
Okay. The hot rod with the other crucible comes up, skids almost to skids sideways, and you see several individuals, including Kate, jump out of it. They are all out of their bodies. None of them are actually in their body right now. You see Chet is currently out, and he's got a very large, wickedly looking survival knife in his hand. You see Kate is coming out and adjusting her pie, actually. You see multiple members of her crucible just kind of jumping out of this car, and then you see another man literally jump out of the car, because hunters are like that. And they all head for the building with the Next World mercs in it. You all hear some shouting from inside. I mean, like, who the fuck are these guys? Don't look out the back door! As this happens, the guys in the mercs you're working with all open up and start shooting. And I'm gonna make a roll for them. Oh, okay. They don't hit anyone.
But they make a lot of people really nervous.
They make a lot of people really nervous. Let's see. And then the guys inside the Next World mercs. Okay, they kind of pop. Some of them seem to come out of, are shooting, or what am I trying to say? They move up to windows and start firing.
They take firing positions.
They take firing positions and open up. They don't hit anybody in the house, but you can see bullets kind of rake the driveway and the front road, and they go into the hot rod that they're driving up on, and you see it kind of take some damage as bullets thud into the engine block.
Ooh, well, another 5.56. It's
5.56 ghost rounds, and that's an artifact.
Yeah.
All right. So we'll say that was round 1. Round 2. All right, Crucible, what are you doing?
I step in. Who has the higher dex between me and the merc?
What
I have
is
a
your
dex of
dex?
4.
It's equal.
Okay. And I'm going to unload into the back of everybody.
All right. Roll me dex firearms.
DC?
6.
Oh, I'd like to steal a point of firearm from him.
Okay.
It's a roll, charisma meditation, with the difficulty of his willpower.
Okay. He's got a willpower. Got a willpower of 6.
I succeed.
Okay.
That's just reflexive.
All right.
And Dex firearms. Fate.
Okay. Because you don't want to roll. Oh, that's better. So you rolled 4 successes to hit a guy. Let's see. How much damage does an MP5 do?
How much does an MP5 do into the back of somebody's head? Or into somebody's back?
Yep.
$235 is the chart.
Can never remember.
Automatic fire is Dex plus firearms, accuracy is plus 10, difficulties plus 2.
I figured you were just a quick burst, or are you actually multiple firing into multiple people?
Spray into everybody.
Okay.
An MP5 is arguably an SMG small, damage 4.
And you had 4 successes?
Yeah.
Shit. Now I gotta look up multiple shots.
Sorry.
That's fine. I did not prepare for this as much as I should have. It's my fault. Automatic fire. The character unloads his entire clip, hosing his target with lead. Maneuver requires only 1 roll. Weapon accuracy increases by 10. On the other hand, the attack difficulty increases by 2. Are you doing multiple you're doing multiple targets though, not
Yeah, I guess technically. Whatever. I'll just shoot one guy.
Okay.
I'll just do a 3-round burst into the back of the guy. It's easier.
Okay. So, 3-round burst. Blam, blam, blam. Yeah, so you do an extra... You're going to do an extra 3 dice of damage onto this SMG small. So that's 4... So 7. 7 damage dice.
4.
Nice. He soaks 1 of it.
So he's injured.
Yes. You basically walk in, da-da-da! And he goes down to the ground screaming in pain. Mary Kathleen, are you still holding your action?
No, at this point in time, I'm going to spend a vitality. And Crow, the next roll you do, the difficulty is a -2.
Sweet.
Fuck yeah. Okay. Cassidy, are you going to continue your wah?
I am, but I'm going to kind of walk like a little bit closer to the house to kind of draw more of a distraction, even though now I realize they know I'm a distraction. I'm walking very carefully closer to the house, kind of staying behind Guy's borrowed body.
Okay.
Excellent. Yes, use the cover.
That works. Morgan. Congratulations, they are distracted.
The 2 guys that came out, one is Guy and the other one is dead.
Yeah, he went back inside.
Yeah. Well, he's not dead, he's wounded. He's on the ground bleeding. They have like 6 health levels and Guy did 3.
You should take him out of his misery.
I let everybody know that I set the pipe bomb down, so it's there. Everybody knows. I go forward with the shotgun and finish him off.
Okay. Go ahead and roll it. Like, roll your Dex firearms.
Coup de grace.
Yeah, I want to see how much damage you actually do with this.
Mental image of her just putting down the pipe bomb, walking up, putting the shotgun barrel on the back of his head, boom, splatter,
Difficulty 6?
Yes. Actually, no. You're hitting a prone target. Difficulty 4. Because you're coup de grace-ing this motherfucker.
What is with the ones?
Nah, you still succeeded. So, shotgun... Oh, Jesus Christ, I fucking hate this weapon. Not this weapon, this book sometimes.
If I remember correctly, 8 shotguns are also 9 against as well.
No, only some of them, and not no one.
Yeah.
Okay.
That rule
So
doesn't exist in
it's
no one.
a semi-automatic shotgun, so that's damage 8. So you're 8 plus 2, you're rolling 10 dice for damage. Because technically, you could still, like, aha, I hit you, but, like, somehow you could clip his ear instead of actually blowing his brains out.
Should be diff 6, if I remember correctly.
Yes. Okay, he gets a soak roll.
Stupid ones!
Okay. He does not soak. You blow out the back of his skull.
Yay!
Woo! Cute yay at blowing out the back of his skull. Okay, Lee! Are you continuing to be a Vox unit?
Looking out the window, kind of around the guys, making sure the drone is nearby so I can jump into it and fly out if I need to.
Okay.
But yes.
Alright. You see Sinclair. Those of you who are inside see this. Sinclair basically starts running. He jumps. He dives hands head first through a wall, still crackling with electricity. Grabs one of the guys who is currently not in their body, like one of the projectors, like grabs him on the sides of his head and just starts sending electricity through his body.
I'm reprogramming your brain. Blah!
I'm scaroused. Is anyone else scaroused?
You hear us? I'm just over the things like, huh? I gotta remember that trick. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, grappling while using Witch's Nimbus.
Yes, that's why I was asking you some important questions the other day.
Right. Oh, that's why I can't select them, because I'm not in the right layer. Alright, so... Oh, god damn it. I sometimes hate Roll20. We have killed 1. You see he basically grabs him, and as he's kind of holding his head, he's just pumping electricity, and the guy's gauze just kind of shreds. And almost, like, turns to... First it looks like paper, and then that paper turns to ash.
We kill every time one gets fragged. I'm relaying like 1 down in the backyard. Ghost barbecued inside the building. Flesh is injured inside the building, not quite dead yet.
So. Okay. I hit everybody. Everybody got an action. And Sinclair took his action. Okay. Across the street.
The very well-informed French army.
Yep. Ha-ha! Alright. You see they're like, oh shit, maybe we should actually shoot people. And they open up. They manage to, from your perspective, they manage to hit 3 of them. They don't kill them, they manage to hit 3 people. 1 ghost and 2, one of the squads of one of the fire teams, basically 1 ghost and 2 of the embodied next world mercs. They kind of recoil back because they've been hit. They're all wearing body armor, so it's actually not as graphic as you would think. But these guys are getting hit, and it is hurting, and you can see the blood. Now it is back to their action. They realize they're getting shot in the back.
Yeah, as the guys are shooting, I'm also telling them which of their targets is currently a Gi in disguise.
Okay. Da 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 da.
Just got the con.
Sorry.
Ghosts in disguise.
Yeah, I was trying to think it can't say specters in disguise, those come later. So in the case of the mercs, they didn't do it quite as bad as I thought they were going to. But they're like, oh shit, we're getting shot in the back. Turn around. Oh shit, there's a giant glowing thing right there. You managed
We call this the bug zapper effect.
You managed to get basically 4 of them to they kind of turn around and they're just like, not the guys who were wounded, just the regular, some of the other dudes. No.
I was doing spirit fingers, you perv.
Spirit.
What kind of spirits?
Alright, these are not spirits.
Wait, did Sinclair do spirit fingers?
Sinclair did death fingers. These aren't spirit fingers. These are spirit fingers!
You know what? I probably would have watched that movie a few more times if that was how that line went.
Oh, I was making a reference to the sex, but you know, that works too.
Okay.
No, Sinclair didn't roll over.
I thought we agreed to drop that.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Well, now Lee gets 2 points of spite.
Okay, Kate's Crucible. Kate's Crucible moves in. You see Chet, that's because he's one of the first people I think of. Chet kind of comes up to one of the front windows that has now been blasted open from the gunfire. He reaches in, and he is moving incredibly fast. Like, he is boosting his speed. He knows why. He kind of runs in, grabs one of the mercs that is currently out of body, because he's not manifested at this point, and takes this large survival knife and just jams it up into the guy's chin, and it goes up into his skull. And he just, like, pulls him out of the building and onto the ground.
Right into the soft palate.
Yep.
So now we know why we have the rating we have, guys.
Yep.
We've done a damn good job of earning that rating.
Pretty much. Alright, and Kate, you see she kind of stands up and kind of does this with her hands. And, like, just closing her eyes and just kind of doing this with her hands. And you see the rest of her crucible starts to get brighter. She's feeding them vitality.
In my
minions.
reports, I refer to them as Crucible Wanted.
The guy who jumped out of the car, who you guys would recognize as Hossinger, he also begins to start to flames, heaving flames on the side of his face. No,
I love that movie.
Yes, he begins to glow a white hot as he similarly starts to stalk towards the building. That's their actions. The rest of them are just like moving towards the building. All right, back to the top of the round.
I found the rules for full auto strafing a group of people.
All right.
So I'm gonna step in to the house and I'm gonna shoot all the people in the back.
Okay.
This takes the entire clip, or well, they call it clip. The entire magazine. It gives me a +10 accuracy, and for every hit or every success, I hit a person.
Okay.
If there are less successes, then you get to randomly assign them. If there are more, then it rolls over into damage.
Okay.
And you're at a -2 with difficulty.
Yes.
Yeah, you are.
Go
Roll that-
skittish.
Roll that beautiful bean footage.
17d10 at a difficulty of 4.
Motherfucker.
Hello!
Oh!
I threw up a little in my mouth.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that means you have 4 successes.
Drowns, right?
What did I do, Drew? I didn't do anything. Okay, so you have 4 successes in extra damage.
Yep, plus the 5 that the weapon gives.
Yes.
So 9.
You're rolling 9 damage dice.
Five successes.
Okay, so that means they each take 5 damage?
Yep.
Shit.
You could have me roll individual damage, but
No. We'd be here forever.
yeah, we'd be here forever.
Alright, so cruels!
Hashtag nope!
They soak one.
You cannot defend against my stoil. They're all wounded.
Yes. No, the ones shot from before are dead.
Fair.
So you guys have pretty much... Everybody is wounded of these remaining guys, and you have halved it.
Monsieur Bernard just ate the. They're hurting.
Was that him who just unloaded everything?
That'd be. He's currently being the He's riding one of them, and he just hosed everybody.
You see Jean just go off in a string of French words that none of you can understand except for Guy. Guy, you understand this as that damn motherfucker always likes giving it from behind.
I'm just sitting there. You getting all this, Guy?
We. More often than you think.
Mary Kathleen.
Everyone's dead or almost dead. I'm not gonna scream at. Oh wait, that's just a meat suit. That's not gonna hurt Guy if I scream at it, will it?
No, it will kill the meat suit and knock him out of it. But
which is exactly why I jumped into it.
I'm a whale.
I'm going to whale. Sorry.
Oh, okay. That was.
Finding
was
Nemo.
interesting.
Goddammit.
Wait. Skittish seen Finding Nemo?
You not seen Finding Nemo?
So, anyways, I'm gonna whale.
You don't even need to have seen the movie. Have you seen a trailer for Finding Nemo or Finding Dory?
I'm gonna spend
I blame Crow for
4
this.
points of vitality
Okay.
to
I
whale.
thought you too, yeah.
Well, actually, wait. Are these guys manifested or are they spirits?
2 of them are in spirit form. 4 of them are physical bodies.
Is my father manifesting to scream at these guys, or do I just kill the 2? Come on, Crucible, help me out.
Kill them all. Let Guy sort them out.
Kill! Kill!
Okay, I'm just gonna stay in my spirit, and I'm going to spend 4 vitality to scream at these guys.
Okay.
Do I need to move?
Yeah, you're gonna need to move there, Cassidy. She's gonna scream. But I was saying that as long as you take your next action to move out of the way, we'll consider it have happened.
Sorry, guys. I'm trying to see if my vitality goes into my dice pool when I do this. I don't do combat often.
Except when you get pissed.
Except when I get pissed.
Okay, so to wound, you must spend 2 or more vitality. It is manipulation plus empathy, difficulty 6. Inflicts 1 level of lethal damage per success. They can soak damage. Let's see.
I'm gonna spend a point of past life too.
Okay. As you reach into your past life, you feel, you have this overwhelming feeling of retribution. Like, this has been a long time coming, and it's time to let loose.
It wasn't the best.
Okay. So that was 4 successes. 1 second. 6. Okay. So they're gonna take 4 lethal. They can soak. You know, they can try to soak.
They
can.
can Walker Stoyle.
Yeah. They can. They didn't. Bam. As you just go, ah! And just shred their gauze completely.
Remember when I was a nice little cinnamon roll, guys? Remember that?
No.
Now you're a spicy cinnamon roll.
That's a spicy cinnamon roll.
Sugar and spice and all of the spite.
No,
The spite added pumpkin spice to the cinnamon roll.
Alright, so Cassidy, your action is to, I'm assuming, get the fuck out of the way.
About how far do I have to move out of the way?
Not far, just like 3 or 4 steps. Your
Okay.
speed.
My speed with or without my heels.
At this point, you've gotten used to it. You've been dead long enough. Eardell, that's amazing. That is officially the name. That's officially going to be the name of our Halloween stream.
Yes!
Oh, I thought that was going to be the name of our punk rock band.
Yeah, I was kind of hoping for band name.
It is also a very good band name. We are basic. We hate everyone. Anyway, it's basically it's going to take your action to get out of the way.
Alright, well then my action's to move out of the way.
Okay. Morgan, what do you do?
I'm following them into the house to try to kill somebody else.
Okay. There are 4 people in body left. And
Anybody-
they're hurting.
Are they downstairs?
Yeah, they're all downstairs at this point.
I shoot the closest one.
Okay. Roll that beautiful bean footage.
Surprise! It was Guy.
Bam! Oh, fuck.
Well,
Fortunately,
shit.
The body touched it first.
I mean, arguably, if she's shooting the closest one, that's not wrong.
Yeah, it's not wrong. If you're going to shoot the closest one, that is Guy. So are you going to actively not shoot Guy?
Yeah, let's avoid geek.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, 4 successes hits. Ogre, Drew, I'm literally saying it now just to get to you. Okay, so that's 8 damage plus 3. So you're rolling 11 dice to kill this motherfucker.
Difficulty 6 again?
Yes.
Six.
Oh, we can try it to soak. Look at that no soak.
No, sucks. No,
Apparently, she got a nut shot.
No, she took off his head.
she consuelated him.
Consuela?
No, no, no.
No, 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 the Superman is not here. No.
Racist. Alright. Lee.
Everyone accounted for.
There's 3 left.
Currently, they're down to 3. And do I know which floor windows said 3 are in?
They're all on the bottom floor at this point.
I tried to direct fire. Like, the living new world is over there.
Next world.
Living assholes are in that window.
Okay. So they're going to go ahead and take their action to shoot, and you have lowered the difficulty by 1 for them.
And during the reports, prior to reports, they're just hearing, "God damn it, fuck Morgan." All right. Damn. Okay, MK. Oh yeah. By the way, they're down to 3. Target that.
So yeah, they take out another 2. There is 1 left.
Not counting me?
Not counting you.
What's he doing? Because it's his turn.
No, it's not. It's Sinclair's turn.
Oh, shit.
Sinclair, having vaporized this dude, kind of turns and looks up, and you see him kind of hunch down and then jump as he enters the ceiling fan directly above the dude.
I like your style.
The ceiling fan then spins incredibly fast, tears itself from its own moorings, and lands on the guy. Doesn't, chop his head off or anything, because it's plywood ceiling fan, but it knocks him the fuck out.
And on the other side, it's like, what's he? Oh. And just Lee's laughing hysterically, and before he gives the report, it's like, yeah, last guy's down.
No, there's 1 more target.
Yeah, there's 1 more, and Guy's in him.
Guy, would you like to keep one to question?
Oh no, as soon as it's my turn, I reach in, grab a knife, and slit my own throat. Which, by the way, has the chance of making a ghost.
Yeah.
Because he was deaded, inhabited.
But I'm sure you're hungry.
We are going to slip out of pseudo initiative and back into more narrative time. Guy, you do so and slice his throat. The body crumples to the ground, bleeding out.
Yep. Actually, I don't think it does, because I'm still inhabiting it.
Well, the body's bleeding out.
Yeah.
Hey, Guy, any of these new toys or vans we want to reacquire?
No, they have GPS.
That can be fixed.
Do you have an auto shop somewhere? One that you're willing to throw away? Grab the
No.
weapons. Grab the ammo. Let's go through the building once, make sure everything is clear, and then light the building on fire and leave.
Turn to the Frenchman. Guy is doing the final sweep of the other house. Currently, we believe clear. Stand by until he gives the all clear.
They all kind of look at each other and just kind of shrug, but don't move, really.
I go upstairs and start clearing the upstairs.
There's no one upstairs. They all came downstairs when the fighting started.
Morgan's grabbing guns.
All right. Yeah. As soon as I make sure that like whatever gear's there, we start grabbing.
Okay.
I'm gonna go to my body and get back in the car and drive it over and open the trunk and help them load stuff.
For the record, Guy,
Uh-huh.
the buzz is abnormally quiet.
Oh yeah, I'm sure it is.
I think it might be time for us to grab our splendors and run.
You wouldn't know that you can't hear the buzz.
No, I can't.
No, but you just had a gunfire in the middle of suburbia. The cops are probably on their way.
Yep.
It's like, all right, Guy, we clear. Can I let your Frenchman out?
Yeah.
Hey, John, Guy says you're all clear. He's in the van across the way.
They all start to move. They don't go back and pick up their shit, like the sleeping bags and bedding. They literally just kind of put their holster their weapons, or put them. I don't know what that's referred to. Unready them, basically. Sling them. Open the front door and start to move out.
You have
They're
transpo?
Say what?
I just start talking to him. You have transportation?
They point to Jean looks up, points to to the two pickups that are in the driveway.
All right, you guys got a drop site. We can hit up, debrief, divvy this stuff up so you can re-outfit.
He opens up his pocket and just pulls out a flash drive.
Guess you say?
This is what I told you needed.
And that is?
The men you just killed, they were part of the raid on Orpheus.
Ah, c'est bon.
They took this from the Orpheus mainframe. It's encrypted, I can't get to it. Maybe you can.
Okay.
I go back and get my drone and kind of
want
let
the
it
ammo?
fly out the door.
We'll take some.
Bon.
You see, they're kind of they move with purpose, but for those of you who are unfamiliar with them, Guy, you're just kind of taking this at rote. But for the rest of you, they're moving with purpose, but they also don't seem to be phased by any of this. It's just like, bam, bam, bam. They're done. They get their shit.
It's another Saturday morning.
Yeah. They all throw themselves. After they've picked up some of the ammo, they don't really bother with the weapons, just the ammunition. They pile into the trucks and start to pull off. Kate walks up to you, Mary Kathleen. We're going to get out of here too. I highly suggest that you do as well soon. God knows what's coming this way after all this vitality just got spent.
We're gonna grab the stuff and go.
Do it quick. We'll be in contact.
I'm gonna hand Jean a burner phone with a phone number plugged into it. If you need me, call me.
Full. Stay alive.
be safe, and if you can't be safe, be deadly. Then I leave.
Okay. Guy, as you are saying that and turning to leave, you hear a, well, that was easy now, wasn't it? This is through the buzz.
Does that feel like it was directed at me, or?
Roll wits empathy. Difficulty 6.
You mean difficulty 10?
Yes, because it's you.
Sorry, actually difficulty 8. I haven't set my mind to anything.
Okay.
Wits. Reroll.
You don't know what the fuck's going on.
Can I go ahead and spend a willpower to get an automatic success, or is that opportunity already fled?
That opportunity has already gone by. You must do that before
Okay.
roll. You don't get the feeling that that was directed to you as much as it was about you.
Okay.
You have the feeling you are being watched.
Oh yeah.
Like you are you are in an operating theater.
We need to leave now.
Get in my body and I'm getting in the car.
I pay women tens of dollars to hear them say that.
Tens?
Yes. I'm broke, damn it.
Whole tens?
Where's my money? Where my money at?
Oh.
I'm grabbing my pipe bomb, grabbing some guns, and getting back in the car.
Cassidy has long since been heading back to the car as she's walking to it. Just, oh no, spirit, I can't touch things. Guess I can't help carry things. Bye.
As
Like I stop and wait for Lee. That's...
as Ski's loading up, has the back doors open, loading up our van, I fly the drone into the back of the van and hop out of it.
You gotta show off.
No, I don't want to have to go buy another one. It's like, I like my drone. This one survived a mission. I manifest and find a Sharpie and put a little mark on the side of it. One mission.
Cassidy is deeply considering pushing this drone out of the vehicle while it's moving. Just to upset Lee.
Sinclair is kind of like looking around, kind of almost like he's very agitated as he's heading back to the car.
Hey, Cass, you
Gee.
may want to check on your boyfriend there.
Hey, Sinclair, ride with
Yeah.
me.
All right.
And then I'll leave with him and Lee. I mean, not that it's a quiet conversation,
Yeah.
but...
Who is the last group to leave?
Probably be me, Sinclair, and Guy.
Okay.
Probably.
You guys, roll me perception alertness one more time.
Motherfuck. Motherfuck.
Noise.
Bother.
Making blunts, smoking weed.
God damn it, I thought we were demonetized enough.
I wanted to make sure this episode
2
was
successes.
not getting any ad revenue.
Well, that's okay. It's already not getting any ad revenue. Okay. As you guys are pulling away, you look up at the top of the house that you guys just fought over, and you see... At first, your mind thinks it looks like a gargoyle. Like a gargoyle from an old Gothic house. But it's way too big for that. But it is perched and leaning over the edge of the house. kind of leering into the street. And it's this shadow shape with some kind of long robe over it, carrying a long scythe. Just kind of there.
That wasn't there when I did my flyover.
And Lee, you see bands of yellow on
Fuck!
the road.
What?
Lee sees it. Guy, you do not.
I know, but he says fuck, so I say what?
Yeah, well, sorry, I'm having a brain fart. What was his name?
Mitchner?
Mitcher's on the roof. And I pointed out.
Fakes? Say what?
I point at it, go, Mitchner is on the roof.
Maybe
Drive.
instead of hitting the brakes, you guys should drive.
This is as you guys are pulling away, you saw this.
Yeah.
Pointing
it's
out,
a break.
I point out,
I look
roof
at you there.
gargoyle. That's Mitchner. Book it.
What do you think? Book it or hit him?
Book it. Hitting him didn't seem to do much last time,
Fair.
because he's back!
I drive.
Mm-hmm.
He's back, the Spectre story. Go!
God
Yeah.
damn it,
Mitchner gets killed and then comes back in like 3 to 4 days.
Well, the way most people kill Mitchner comes back in 3 to 4 days.
The way you plan on killing Mitchner, he doesn't come back?
Haven't seen that lost boy again.
Always try using a knife.
I mean, yeah, that too.
All right, where do you guys go?
Drop off.
Drop off stuff, dispose of car,
Mhm.
standard
Yeah,
post mission
basically,
op.
like, yeah,
Okay.
get another car or whatever.
What about
Get
the
a
rest
bag.
of you?
Just going back to the house.
And we're just gonna go ahead. I assume everybody makes it back to the house.
Yeah, I go along in circuitous routes.
As far as we
And-
know, unless you want to kill one of us on the way, like.
Not yet.
Yet.
So it is now 10:30, which is 30 minutes after I thought we were going to take our break. But we're going to go ahead and take our break now that that fight is over. We're going to take about a 10-minute break, so we're going to come back here at around 10:42. If you guys have any questions about the game, if you guys are interested in just learning more about us and how we game, feel free to drop them in the chat. We'll come back to that. Otherwise, we'll see you guys in another 10 minutes.
stint was so short is he actually had a falling out with the writers and the directors. Like a pretty
And
nasty
we're back. Alright, guys. Hope everybody enjoyed that nice break. So, you all arrive back at the house with your ill-gotten booty.
Ill-Butengati.
Ill-Butengati. Which includes a flash drive.
So,
I walk
Was-
in, lay back, sit on my usual spot on the couch, go, "Couch, I have missed ye so," and turn on the news.
so Sinclair, do you want to take a crack at this?
I could.
It's encrypted.
It's gonna be interesting.
It's from Orpheus. It's what Nextworld stole when they attacked us.
Right?
By the way, those assholes were the ones who attacked us at Orpheus.
Figured. Anybody else want to take a shot at it before I do?
I'm not a crypto nerd.
I'm not that good at it.
I only have one dot in computers. I'm useless here.
MK?
I'm decent at computers. What about Morgan? Aren't you better?
I have one data computer.
I got 2.
I mean, you try to brute force it.
I'll give it a try.
Would dots and technology help it at all?
Not really, not unless you were trying to put together a, like, physical piece of technology to crack it.
Alright, just wanted to check.
I take the flash drive. I'm like, okay, I'll try this.
Okay.
Plug her in, plug her in.
Alright.
Can I assist anyway?
Yeah, you guys can try to assist her. Everybody who wants to assist,
Question.
answer.
So Lee can possess things like a file and read them and know everything, correct?
He can possess physical items to do so.
So he couldn't possess the flash drive?
No, he cannot possess it because the flash drive is data. Technically, it is electronic. He can.
Oh, okay.
He can, as of yet, he cannot possess computer code.
I can
Get
possess.
on that.
I can physically possess the flash drive. I can possess the computer it's plugged into, and I can access the file, or make the computer access the file and read it through the monitor. But it would still be encrypted.
I'll give it my good college try.
All right, roll. Roll me intelligence computer. But before you do that, let's see. I have to go back and read the rules on assisting again. 'Cause I think it actually reduces difficulty. But I have to get through the freaking... Yeah, it's a mental, you're hacking through, so it's gonna be, it's standard difficulty 6, and it's intelligence plus computer.
So do I go ahead and roll?
Give me a second, because
Okay.
I'm trying to look up how to assist, because for some reason, like, I read somewhere that it was you reduce difficulty, and then I read it again, and it said you just gave them bonus dice. So I'm trying to find an actual, like, rules for this. Alright, we're gonna say that you have a difficulty 6. To assist her, it's gonna be difficulty 6. And for every bonus success, or excuse me, for every success, you give her extra dice. That's just gonna be easy because, in theory, you could literally just like, lower the difficulty to 1, and I don't want to do that. So everybody who wants to assist, who has at least 1 dot in computer, can. Or may. Okay, so Morgan's giving you 1 extra dice, 1 extra die, MK. Does anybody else want to assist? Cassidy?
Not going to actually be helpful.
No. Alright. So you're getting 1 extra die from Morgan.
And
Your dice.
tapping into my past to see if maybe some clarity from my many conversations with Guy throughout my lifetime are worthwhile here.
Also spend a willpower point for an automatic
You can also
success.
spend a willpower point for an automatic success.
That thing too. So that's 5 successes.
Okay. Right. Because you are actively being hacked against. Not hacked against, but you are actively fighting against someone else's encryption. Oh, look! Not 4 successes. Or 5 successes. So, you manage to... It takes a while. It takes you about, I want to say, an hour and a half. But you manage to kind of beat your way past the encryption to get into these files. As you open it up, what you see, it looks to be a whole bunch of PDFs that are notes. Like, notes on experiments. Specifically, 1 experiment.
Okie dokie.
Give me 1 second, I'm pulling up the data. And the thing is apparently Adobe Acrobat is really stupid on my computer and takes forever. It's actually, it's a file of stuff on an event. That's labeled, the penitentiary incident.
I'll start poking into these files.
You have various notes on experiments, various notes on information about the fire at Marion Marion Federal Penitentiary. Going through here is going to take a bit, because you're basically having to glean data out of this information, out of all of this that's actually, like, useful. Because a lot of it seems to be like there's a lot of terms you don't get. There's a lot of stuff that you're not getting out of this. But what you get is that there was a fire at Marion Federal Penitentiary. That was an isolated death row, and lists names of several of the inmates who died. On that, let's see, you have multiple names on here. Most of those you don't really recognize. There's one that draws your eye because all of you have heard it before, at least once. Back when you were working for Orpheus, Uriah Bishop. According to this data, all of these men were inmates on death row at Marion Federal Penitentiary. Also, one of the names that you get on this was also, and I'm gonna have to go back into my notes to find this, the guy you took down who was murdering women using puppetry. This was from about a month ago, so I'm not sure if you guys remember it.
Remember the situation, don't remember the name.
Okay. His name's on the list. Theodore Albert Walters, that's it.
Right, the guy with 3 first names.
Mm-hmm.
Which is why he was so angry.
You get his name's on the list, multiple other names. The prisoners were offered a chance at a reprieve if they participated in an experiment. This experiment was being run by doctors who belonged to JDG Cryogenics.
Which used to be Orpheus.
Yes. It mentions government involvement, but it doesn't say who. It just says that there was some federal involvement in this. And the experiment was to test cryogenic technology. And its effect on physical consciousness. When they put them into the apparatus they used to cryogenically freeze them, the inmates appeared as ghosts. The moment they appeared, they ran. Like, nobody knows what happened. These ghosts ran. Orpheus then made the connections of what's going on here that they're projecting out of their bodies. And unfortunately, according to this data, they could not use the bodies to try and bring any of these guys back in, and they scattered. As far as Orpheus is concerned, they have no records on any of these individuals after the experiment. Under the auspices of a federal agency that is not named in these files, the bodies were taken out of cryogenic freezing, put back in their cells, and then there was a fire. These inmates were then reported dead. This is
that's one way to cover up something.
3 hours worth of reading. Basically, this is what you glean from all of this.
Who feels dirty? Because I feel dirty.
Why would you feel dirty?
Because we worked for the people who did this.
Yes, the people who went and attacked us are far worse.
Just because there's something worse doesn't make another thing better.
That's all relative scale.
Am I the only one that's worried that there are multiple serial killer crazy ass ghosts running around?
No, that occurred to me.
Write down the names and then cross out Theodore because, well, I don't need that name. I'll start looking up MOs.
We know Bishop is a pigment dealer.
Yeah.
So we at least know what circle he's running. Yes, how many names are on this list?
About 10.
10?
So only 9 that are not crossed off?
Mm-hmm.
Fun.
The name of the experiment is also, you also find it in here, the name of the original experiment was called Project Flatline.
So,
Well, I got my next research project.
yeah. Also, put that out on the shared drive and let Kate and her crew take a look at it.
I put that on the server thingamabob that lets us talk to Kate through computers.
It's a very secure Google Drive.
That is the best description.
I want to point out, while Mary Kathleen has 2 dots in computers, Skittish has -1.
Okay. That's what you find on the flash drive.
Look, guys, I was useful.
Great. Let's find those people.
So,
Well, we know one of them is currently
And-
running the Pigment crew.
We'll just find some Next World people and find out why it was so important that they had this information.
But first, sleep.
Yeah.
So the flesh bags go to sleep.
I watch I flip through the news channels and keep an eye on what's going on to see what they're reporting this as, and
Breaking
No.
news story in such and such neighborhood. Shots were reported fired when authorities arrived on the scene. One building was in flames. The house itself was a total loss, but bodies were found inside. And across the street there were signs of gunfire. Police are still investigating.
Huh.
Any weird, creepy dreams of oh god, why?
No. Your dreams are more or less fine. Nothing abnormal. Lee, as they were going through the list, one name does jump out at you. Stephen Molyneux. You don't know why that name is important, but you feel like you know that name, you've heard it before.
then I will hop into one of the computers and try to see what I can associate with that name and see if I can figure out why it sounds important.
1 second here. Pulling up the necessary information. Unfortunately, again, my computer is moving very slowly. When you pull up that name, Stephen Molyneux, you basically pull up a person. You basically pull up this police report on a person, who is, it says he is deceased. Stephen Molyneux was a activist living in Los Angeles, who founded a group called the Los Manos de Aztlan. Which was a radical activist group in Los Angeles. They were linked to several bombings in Southern California, as well as several murders. The police finally caught up with this guy, and tried to arrest him, as he was trying to rob a defense contractor of all people. he was trying to he was attempting to liberate weapons. In the altercation, he killed a police officer, was convicted of murder, robbery, the whole 9 yards, and was put on death row at Marion Federal Penitentiary, where he died in the fire.
Anything in my mind on why I would remember this? Why does this seem important?
You see a picture of him, but you don't, and the picture is important, like you've seen that face before, but you don't know where you've seen that face before. It has something to do, it is something around towards the end of your life.
I'm leave the article that has the face up and just kind of stare at it, pondering, trying to remember for the rest of the night.
As far as the physical description, he is a 5'9", Hispanic man, approximately 50 years old, but he looks very vital for his age. He was very much when you do more research on him, you should also show the organizations he ran also dealt in drugs as a way to fund their actions and activities.
Okay.
So while the meatbags are sleeping and Lee's doing that, Cassidy, what are you doing?
Cassidy is doing research of her own into handling potential psychopathic ghosts. But by that I mean the second Lee gets off the TV, Cassidy turns on Frighteners and chills on the couch.
I will remind Cassidy that her brother is in the hospital.
Yeah, she doesn't seem to give a fuck about that.
Apparently not.
It's very late and I don't have a ride.
You can always ask Lee.
You can always steal the car.
You can always try to steal his car, too. I mean, apparently you guys aren't beyond that.
Did we decide whether or not I know where the car is, though?
He said it's outside the house.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
So well. The short version of the trick to the car is always parked near wherever I need it.
Okay. That was why I didn't bother to try to take it, because I thought I wasn't really quite certain if I would know where it was.
So yeah, if I'm at the house, the car's probably at the house.
Okay, well then, fuck it. Ignore Frighteners then. And Cassidy is going to try and break into / I'm stealing the car. I'm trying to steal the car.
Okay. Lee, you recognize the fact that Cassidy is trying to steal your car because there's a mental link between all of you.
As she distracted or something.
As she's like about to, well, I want to know what she's trying to do, because it's not like she can use tools to break into a ghost car.
She just hits the under part of the chassis, lets the wires drop out, and just crosses a couple wires, and then tries to short circuit the starter. Right.
Personally, the first thing that popped into my head is she took off her heel and tried to smash the window with the heel.
Oh, come on. Does Lee look like the kind of person who locks the doors?
This is true.
I figure I could get in the car. I'm just trying to figure out how to start it.
As soon as she's looking around, trying you need a key to do that. Do you need to go somewhere?
I would like to go somewhere, and you're busy.
Woman, use your words. I know it's hard, but they do work sometimes. And I'll come out and get outside. Get into your seat.
I'm in the seat that was gonna be my seat.
Not without the keys, it ain't.
I believe he just said, "Woman, get in your spot."
He did. He did.
Having this shit.
Wait, Cassie, you're gonna let him talk to you that way? You're gonna let him talk to you that way? Woman, use your words?
Snore.
I give him a dirty look. Okay.
Do you give him a dirty
Cassidy's-
look or a...
Hang on.
Dirty look.
I'm just proving.
Naughty look.
Cassidy is too distracted with things going on to be properly sassy back. We're resorting to immaturity. I give him an extremely dirty look. And Cassidy licks the steering wheel and then holds her hand out for the keys.
Well timed, Ghost
Still
Hunter.
ain't-
That was well timed, Ghost Hunter.
For some reason, Mary Kathleen is having a dream about bra burnings.
It still isn't yours.
I licked
No
it, it's
matter
mine.
what you put on it. Get in the other seat. I'll drive you where you need to go.
Go back in your computer, I can drive it. You showed me how.
You know what? Sure, I'm going to toss you the keys and go back inside.
Why is there more than one key?
That is the question, isn't there?
Because there's one to start the car. There's one that locks the doors and one that locks the trunk.
Yeah, but we've already established that Lee is not the kind of person who locks the door.
Doesn't mean I don't have a key for the few times that I need to. Remember the places I used to hang out.
Yeah, it's true.
And you still left your door unlocked. Daredevil.
Alright. So I'm assuming Cassie takes the car then.
Yes.
Okay.
Realizing about halfway through driving. Haley, are you you back in that computer yet?
You need directions, don't you?
Shut up.
I give her GPS directions. In 500 feet, turn left.
Your brother is in fact the same ICU ward that Lexi was in.
I know, but I never drove to the hospital.
Just as he gives you directions, you're like, oh, wait.
We're gonna say, going off of the likelihood of Cassidy's memory, it takes until I'm about 75 to 80% of the way there before I'm realizing where I need to turn for things.
Alright, good to know. You make it to the location. You have the monolithic hospital as it was. The police presence has reduced since the last time you were here.
I'm realizing I never found out what room he's in either.
It was in the files, I believe.
Was it?
Yeah. It also wouldn't necessarily be that hard to find.
Is there a coma ward I should be looking for?
There's an ICU ward.
I'm kind of waiting in between both the stairs and the elevators.
Okay.
Trying to wait just to see which one gives me access faster.
The elevator.
I get on the elevator and I basically just hope someone pushes the right floor.
Okay. I believe it was floor 4, was the floor in question. You eventually, it doesn't take very long for 4 to be pushed, and the elevator goes to that level. It stops, opens up, the people on board get off. At this point, Cassidy's memory is okay enough that she can find her way to the ICU ward.
I make my way through and then kind of walk along the rooms, peeking in as best as I can until I find the one that my brother's laying in.
Okay. I have a picture for him.
I wait until she first finds her brother's room, and while she is emotionally distracted, I walk outside, go to the car, take the keys out of the car, and walk back into the house.
You just literally pulled the car all the way back home.
Yeah.
You dick.
Stranded deep.
As I'm walking back into the house, next time she'll listen.
You're an asshole.
You find Brendan's room. He's one of the first rooms you come up to. It's the glass doors with the blinds in front. God damn it, Drew.
Well, that was certainly descriptive.
Yeah.
Also, and demonetized.
Yes, and demonetized. That's gonna become our own internet meme.
Nah, it's sort of a meta YouTube thing.
Yeah. In front of this room is a police officer.
Door shut, I'm assuming, and
Yes.
blinds, you said?
Yes.
It'll cost me 1 vitality to go through the door,
Yes.
right?
1 vitality to pass through the door.
He's standing directly in front of the door. Do I need to spend any extra vitality to kind of go through the
He's
wall?
standing right
kinda?
next to the door. He's not like standing directly in front of it.
Okay, then yeah, I'm
He's
just gonna.
He's not blocking the door. He's basically guarding the door.
Right, spending the vitality and walking straight through into his room.
Okay. You walk into a dark room, and you have a feeling of deja vu. The last time you did this. You see your brother, Brendan, laying there, hooked up to all kinds of machines. He looks bad. Bad.
You stupid kid! You couldn't just. I left you alone for how long, and you couldn't stay out of trouble.
He's unconscious, coma. Obviously he is hooked into all kinds of machines. He's not on a breathing apparatus, but they do have him on oxygen. Obviously he's got IV fluids. He's got a catheter. He's got looks like they're giving him they're giving him IV blood as well. I have no idea if they actually do that in medicine.
For a coma?
He lost a lot of blood. He's covered in bandages. Like surgical bandages.
Is the officer able to, like, would he notice anything in the room, or since the blinds are shut and everything, he's basically just...
He's basically making sure people don't go in or come out of the room if they're not on the list. He's just guarding the door. He cannot see you, though, from where you are. Nobody actually can see into the room.
I'm gonna spend 1 point to manifest to try and flip through his chart.
Okay.
And see everything that they're doing to him, and you attempt to read the doctor notes.
Okay. How many dots does Cassidy have in medicine?
Didn't actually spend it. I was going to put 1 dot in, but I didn't actually spend it because I wasn't sure if we...
If you...
I couldn't remember if the time in the hospital before gave me anything to learn it.
At this point, you've spent enough time, like I said, at the hospital and with Sinclair that you could qualify for at least 1 dot of medicine.
Then yeah.
See, spending time with Sinclair has benefits.
Some. Alright, yes. So yeah, I'm gonna spend the 1 point of vitality to manifest then. And I'm just kind of sitting at the end of his bed, flipping through the chart.
Okay. Roll intelligence medicine. Remember, you can spend willpower for automatic successes.
What, just 1 dot of willpower for that?
Yep.
I'm thinking I might just have to do that because Cassidy doesn't have much intelligence stats.
You don't say.
My brother's in the hospital. Come on, man. You could show a little bit of sympathy.
No.
That's Guy showing sympathy right there.
See, Guy is just a monster. But me, I'm a specialized barbarian.
He isn't lying.
I specialized in savagery.
Using the willpower, I spend the willpower and then still have to make the roll, right?
Yes. Okay, 2 successes. What you glean from his chart, your brother has been through multiple emergency surgeries to repair trauma to almost every limb, as well as his torso. He's had massive blood loss, and some internal hemorrhaging. He's basically had his injuries are consistent with a major car crash. Lots of blunt force. However, at the same time, he also did have lacerations on his arms and legs that seemed to indicate seemed to indicate he was being attacked by a wild animal and trying to defend himself. As you're flipping through and looking at all this and coming to the conclusion that I told you, you hear a voice. You hear Brendan's voice. Oh Jesus, do I look that bad?
I mean, to be fair, you didn't look that great before. Wait. The fuck?
Yeah, it was coming from behind you. When turning around, you see Brendan standing there. He looks like a ghost.
The hell are you doing over there, idiot? Get back in there right now!
He kind of, looking at him, he looks a lot better than laying on the table. But instead of wearing a hospital gown and bandages, he's wearing a dress military uniform. He kind of looks at you and he's like, oh shit. Is that you, Nikki?
This is all a dream. Get the hell back in your body now.
Whoa. What the fuck is going on? And why am I laying there? And why are you dressed like a hooker?
Well, you see.
Shut up.
Because she is. She was.
How I dress is none of your damn business there. What's all this? Some
Jesus,
military porno?
How do I get my dress grays? Okay, so I'm standing here, I'm in my dress uniform, and I'm also laying there, and you're wearing high heels, and what the fuck is going on?
My high heels have nothing to do with it. What's going on is you're over there, you need to be over there, climb back in. Or I'm telling mom and dad.
I did. Okay, I'm having a mini freak out right now, sis. I need. The fuck? What the fuck?
Hey! Watch the mouth, Pipsqueak.
Like, okay, so you run away from home. Mom and Dad put me in a military school. A whole bunch of shit happens. Next thing I know, you're here, I'm here, and I'm also there. And you're telling me to get back in there. And I don't know how. Like, this is... Help me to help you. Help me to help you. Help me to help you.
Would you like me to wake up Guy? Because this seems to be the same thing he seems to do.
Maybe? Do we really want to try and wake up Guy? Could you Google it? Do you think this is Googleable? What exactly is the limits of Google?
What exactly is the limits of Google?
Goddamn phone. Would you like me to wake up one of the others, maybe? Here, I'll go wake up the most stable one of the group. I'll go get Morgan. She might be able to help you.
Actually, Scream Queen might actually be the most stable one of the group right now. Shit.
No, not MK. Morgan.
No, I was referring to different kind of Scream Queen. Just, yes, go wake her.
Okay. I manifest enough to go wake up Morgan. It's like, Cassidy needs help. She's on the brainwave radio.
You don't have to manifest? Like, are you manifesting to touch her?
If I can't wake her up through the link, I will manifest to shake her to get her up.
Morgan, how will you wake up?
Like, huh? Wait, what? Oh. Alright.
So... Yeah... What? What did... Okay, why are you glowing?
I'm figuring stuff out. I will answer questions later. She?
Don't...
You stay there where I can see you.
Don't you me.
I've got a bag of Stop it. I'm figuring something out. Give me a minute.
Alright, so fill me in, because I've missed part of this.
Giggly to myself, I go sit back on the couch and continue to watch the Cassidy show.
Apparently, my brother is out of body amidst his coma, and I need to figure out how do I put him back in. You do this quite often. How?
So your brother is an accidental skimmer?
Yeah, sure. We'll go with that. An accidental military experiment. Who fucking knows anymore?
He walks up to his body and just... Why can I not touch things?
Look. Because you're not supposed to be able to play with yourself.
That's a mental image I don't need, Lee. Shh.
While your brother is cute, this is not the time for that.
Out of character, I totally tried to choose an attractive actor so that Morgan could get some revenge.
I realize the irony of this. But Morgan, do you think this might be a bad time to be commenting on that kind of thing?
Well,
Kettle?
he mentioned it, so yeah.
Body.
But anyway, alright.
Ghosty. Together.
Basically, he has to meditate to get back in. So, I don't know how you're gonna make him clear his mind, but he's gonna have to.
If he's anything like how I remember him. No. Fucker was always a little smartass. Alright. What are the chances amidst all of those questions of yours you could possibly silence them to clear your mind? Think like the dude level of clear your mind.
He kind of leans over and goes, "What are you on? Because I want some."
It would make this a lot easier, but no. You don't get to be on anything. It's why you were supposed to be able to behave after I left. And I was hoping that, certain people would just step up and take care of you. That clearly didn't happen, although clearly you've lived up to some kind of potential. Those look pretty with attachments and all that, so...
What are you telling me? I hate this shit.
Okay. Can I just hope for a second that some kind of decision those two morons made put you and who you are to some kind of good use? Can I have that for a moment?
So you're saying that you want me to be put to a good use?
You're supposed to be clearing your mind.
Don't you zzz me, Miss Hooker Heels.
Hey Morgan, have we figured out a way to, record this? Because I'm sure MK and Guy would love this episode of the Cassidy Show when they get up.
You guys are helping.
Someone wake me up. I want to enjoy this.
Karma involved.
Oh god damn it.
Over the network, I'm like, hey, MK, the show's getting good. You should wake up.
No, leave her alone. He's mine.
Well, why are people trying to wake me up?
Nobody's just going back in the body, and the body is not going to be touched.
Who are we talking about?
I know how I feel, bitch.
We made Cassidy's brother, and it's fucking hilarious.
Okay, I'll go make popcorn. MK gets up, sluggishly walks to the kitchen to make popcorn.
And sees Cassidy's brother for the first time in her mind's eye.
Yeah, and does see Cassidy's brother wearing the full dress uniform. Think like
Damn!
West Point dress uniform.
Hey, I had dibs.
Okay.
Hey, I'm sure she'll give you dibs if you train her Sean.
I'm trying to clear one mind, and
You know
another
what?
one's
It
getting
must be
awful
nice for
crowded.
people to be able to see their brothers again. I'm gonna go get popcorn.
So, why are you glowing?
Thanks.
It's a thing I do.
Is it a body paint thing?
Sure.
Are you just like, is it part of the stripper motif?
Well, Halloween was coming up. I thought I'd go as a disco ball.
Well,
Why don't
you're gonna
you
get some balls. I can tell you that.
Tell him the fucking truth.
Oh my god. This is no, let her dance around this. This is really entertaining work and have some popcorn.
I need him thinking
Crow, what
clearly.
are
Telling
Dee's
him the
thoughts
truth
on the
is
matter?
not.
Thank you. I just literally wanted that.
Seriously, woman, it might be simpler just to tell him the fucking truth.
You don't know my brother. I tell him that. I answer one question, and there's going to be 50 more questions.
Then bring him back here to the people who could possibly teach him how to put the thing back in the body.
No.
Did you give a grunt a cookie?
Because I don't trust what is going to happen to the body after it's active again.
The doctors will fix him up and then he'll go back to wherever his sexy body goes.
My brother does not have a sexy.
Hey Morgan, how did you feel about Cassidy's comments about Sean?
Hang on a second. Don't act like you didn't make those comments. Don't put all that on me. It was not just me.
It was both of you.
Hey, you know what? I'd be okay with you guys hitting on my brother. Oh wait.
I just have this mental image of that meme, and this is where I'd put a sexy brother if I had one.
You can't guilt me on this. You're not going to guilt me on this. I'm not going to feel guilty about that. So, you know what?
You can't feel guilty. You didn't look back to see where you were in the woods.
Quietly eating my popcorn now.
So, with him, get him to relax. He might go back into his body.
Have you ever seen those videos on pregnant women doing their yoga bullshit? Yeah, tell them to do that breathing.
You want me to tell my younger brother to do Lamaze breathing to get back into his body.
Well, I mean, it might work. You don't want to bring him back here for us to teach him how to do the meditation shit to get back in his body. Or I don't know, talk to Sinclair, because clearly he must be a sleeper or some type like that.
Let me ask you something. In all of the Lifetime movies you have undoubtedly watched, Did any of those pregnant women seem calmed by that breathing? I mean, I know very few Lifetime movies actually.
I saw a
get to
movie that helps
point
with
of
this.
birth,
Have
but-
him rub his ears and chant "Woo-saw." It works great.
Dear chat, please, somebody, I want you to clip that moment where she was talking about Hallmark films, because that's just absolutely hilarious.
Remember when this game was serious, guys?
Horror game, by the way.
You gotta
No.
have a little bit of funny to make the horror that much worse.
Was it a couple
It's like a
hours
roller
ago? Now
coaster.
we're
You
into
have
the
that slow,
Nuts with Cassidy.
uplifting moments.
So you can knock out the supports underneath them.
Yep, and watch everybody scream. That's how roller coasters work, right?
Especially
Look,
the big
I'm
ones.
trying to be helpful so you can save your brother.
Easiest way is to either bring him here to teach him, show him whatever that we're ghosty people, or bring one of us there so he can see it.
At the car, we could do a field trip.
Fine, there's a cop outside though.
Yeah,
So I
that's
mean,
fine.
you know, just
And I don't know if you want more
Assemble-
ghosty people to come in.
I mean, what are you gonna do? Leave him there to stare at his own dead, like, somewhat coma body?
well, I would have been able to drive him back to the house.
We can
Would
come
have.
to you. We can have a demo session in the fucking parking lot.
Do you guys want to go in or out of body? That's just the car
Probably
grab.
in body, so we can show him how to get into his.
Okay, I'll go get Sinclair's
Cassidy,
car.
as you look away and then look back, your brother is gone.
God damn it.
Does this happen often?
I guess he figured it out.
Yes, skittish. Damn it.
Oh!
Yeah. When I break the character wall. Yes, MK, this happens all the time. I constantly find my brother randomly outside his body and then vanished.
No, I mean,
That
your
explains
family
a
just
lot
tries to run
about your
away
family.
from you.
For the record, I ran away from them. Thank you very much. Because, you know, I still have family to run away from.
Okay, fuck you for that.
Oh my god. Oh,
You're
my
right. I probably shouldn't have trusted someone like you, Cassidy, to try to save them.
That you can walk.
Wait, is Dahlia okay?
Yeah,
Let's
are you
make sure
okay?
Dahlia's gonna live.
I don't know. I think Dahlia died.
We have a player down. We have a player down.
Player down on aisle 4.
Based on my location in the Discord, I believe I am aisle 3. Thank you very much.
Oh!
This is Black Dahlia down. This is Black Dahlia down. Honestly, guys, that we're gonna leave that on that cliffhanger there with that. Oh my god, that was.
Dahlia, you have a whole week to think up your fucking response.
I mean, technically, I had a response. I just.
Choked.
You have a whole week to recover, perfect, and hone your response.
Because that was. We ain't getting better than that tonight.
Woo!
Well,
Well,
that was bad. All right, guys. So after that burn,
that Gee goes to bed, the cats fucking come out, man.
I know, right? Like, Gee's supposed to be the center of this whole, like, Crucible not working together, arguing thing. The moment you take him out of the picture, they are at each other's throats.
I'm
Oh,
telling
of course, you
unofficial
take away
leader.
the common enemy and just.
I was gonna say, he's the lightning rod for the entire Crucible. He takes all the abuse. The moment you take him out...
In my defense, she started it.
You started it when you tried to steal the car. Everything else has been Lee waking up people to keep stirring the pot.
What
This
is
is
Lee
funny.
is
This is
everything.
funny.
No,
This
no,
is
no,
funny.
no. You
I love
started
her
it because
stealing
you
the
want to
car.
bring your brother back to learn how to get back in his fucking body. No trust. No trust in this Crucible.
Of course not. We know this
The
Crucible.
I
The
trust
level
all
of
you.
need to bang
I
each
trust
other's brothers does not lead me to trust this Crucible.
Y'all started
Weren't you
it
the one
first.
trying to screw someone else's brother?
It was that long ago. We were actively both trying to get the attention of Morgan's brother. Like, let's be honest
And
here.
someone was jelly because I was winning.
You keep thinking that. I would have won if I could have caught up. It's not my fault my shoes aren't appropriate for hiking.
He thought it was cute. He's wearing Air Jordans, so... Alright, guys. So I hope you guys had fun. It was an interesting session. So... Chat, did you guys enjoy tonight's session? I hope you did, because it was great. Alright, guys. So, XP. Everybody gets 1 for showing up. Let's see. Bravery XP. Everybody participated in the combat, so everybody gets 1 for that. No, Drew, please. No.
Okay, bye.
Bye, Felicia.
I want to point out, Drew, you're not subbed. You need to sub in order for that to hold.
Yeah,
This is true.
it's not
You
a
have
good
to
threat.
you have to sub to me before you can unsub to me. Giggity. Let's see.
Pimping the show
yes,
for the
1
links.
second. Go, Drew.
10 seconds.
10 seconds. There. Drew made this and sent it to me. This is going to be the unofficial symbol for Orpheus now. Demonetized.
So I really feel like this needs to become a better Twitch TV emote or a Franker Face Z emote, and we just need to create so many like just spammable bot commands to show this.
Exclamation point, will I make money? All one word. And then the response is just, demonetized.
Oh, so good.
Okay, so, everybody got their show up, everybody got their bravery, role-playing XP, everybody gets 1 because everybody role-played tonight. We'll make more money, that's what it needs to be, we'll make more money. Nominations for good roleplay tonight.
Skittish for that a fucking burn.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm learning to be savage.
You are perhaps my best pupil.
I like the cute voice saying, "I'm learning to be savage."
I may have taught you too well.
Okay.
Karmic Morgan for the karmic revenge on the brother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll go with that.
Yeah.
Oh, Lee for leaving Cassidy stranded.
That was pretty well done. I like that.
Ultimate fucking dick move.
Oh, what was that? Ginormous necrotic camel energy dong.
Yeah.
XP for Drew.
Yeah, Drew
Drew gets 1 point of XP for that. Okay, Drew also nominates nominates I Licked It, It's Mine for Dahlia. Yeah, the ginormous necrotic camel dong energy. Yeah! There we go.
I would like to
Nice.
nominate
I'm
Guy
gonna-
for interactions with the other Frenchman.
Yeah,
Oh.
with Jean.
Yeah.
So at this point in time, I nominate everyone gets a bonus XP.
Yeah, everybody gets at least one bonus. Alright, so now we come to everybody's favorite part of the night. Learning XP. Guy, what did you learn?
I learned that the hive mind is a very effective way to coordinate multiple groups of people.
Okay, that works. Mary Kathleen, what did you learn? Other than how to be savage.
I am super hella salty about the fact that these fuckers let my family die, and everyone gets to have their family come back in one shape or form, but mine's just dead.
Mine hasn't come back.
Oh no, just your asshole friend.
I mean, for
Yeah,
the record,
you know that I'm really super excited about that too, right? I'm like, great.
You should be.
for the record, Lee also has not gotten to have anyone.
Lee's just the guy who is there. His boots only
Lee has
exist.
his boots. And that is Lee and his boots.
I have boots and my car. These are the important things.
Priorities.
Okay. So, Mary Kathleen's learning is I need to be more savage, or I am very savage.
I am super salt. I am not as salty as Guy, but let's be super real. Fuck all y'all.
She's like Lot's wife level of salts.
Alright.
It's the
Cassidy,
Bible.
what did you learn?
MK is mean. And karma can sometimes be immediate.
Okay. Morgan, what did you learn?
Cassidy has a hot brother.
Other than factual.
That you want to bang Cassidy's hot brother?
Other than
Scott,
imperative?
That is the first cute guy we've run into that Cassidy doesn't want to.
Because I heard that laugh. I heard that laugh from Skittish through Crow's microphone. Shit, man, I need to find an attractive actor for Jean now.
I thought there was already one.
He doesn't
You
actually
didn't
have
see
an actor.
Guy in a cloak.
He was
Or a hood.
wearing a hood and everything. I didn't actually have one for him. Because I just don't have one yet.
I learned that if we organize, we can really kick ass.
That's fair. A well-organized crucible kicks so much ass. Finally, Lee, what did you learn?
That with the right tools, Cassidy can be taught.
Wow.
Also, that you don't need to be active in the combat
Mhm.
to coordinate and help it be productive. Sometimes it's better to sit back and coordinate.
All right. You'll get an XP for that. All right, everybody, that's your XP for tonight's session.
Social media.
Yes, social media. Everybody gets one for that because I think I'm giving you guys too much XP. So everybody's gonna get one.
There's no such thing.
Aww.
I'm a storyteller. There is such thing as too much XP. XP is not DACA. Never enough DACA. Alright, guys. Did y'all have fun tonight?
Yeah.
Good session? Alright. Chat, did y'all have fun tonight? I'm pretty sure you did, because Ghost Turner and Drew were just like the Statler and Waldorf for tonight. Just going back and forth. Thank you, everybody who came out tonight. We had a very good
Thank you for
evening.
telling us your lessons, Drew.
Yes, because Drew told us what he learned, too.
He gets learning XP.
Drew gets learning XP. Chat can gain XP. I need to do some kind of, like, bot command that allows chat to actually spend their XP to do shit in the game. That would be interesting.
That would be an
Technically,
interesting premise.
technically, because you use Streamlabs chatbot, right?
Yes, I do.
Just use your currency.
I could do that. Let me see what I... Okay, Drew, we're gonna have to educate you as to who Statler and Waldorf is. The two old guys from
No.
the Muppets.
He knows who they are. He's asking which one's which.
Oh. Well, they're kind of like Gork and Mork. One's cunningly brutal and the other one's brutally cunning, but nobody knows which is which.
Mork is the best.
Gork is the best!
I have no clue what we're referencing.
Warhammer. So. So, again, guys, thank you very much for coming out this evening. We will be back next Monday. Keep in mind, for those of you who are watching, that we are doing a special the Monday before Halloween. We are doing our Halloween episode of Orpheus. In which case, there's a reason why the funny shit's happening to the Crucible right now. I'm trying to make them feel good right now, because shit's about to hit the fan. The fecal matter will hit the rotary oscillator. We're planning to premiere Book 3, Season 3 on that day. Shit, that means I need to make a new video. We need to...
Yeah.
So, that will be interesting. Also, on Halloween night, we will be doing... I will be doing an event here. I will be doing my Halloween tree reading. So that's going to be very fun. We'll see if I can get some other people interested to help me out with that as well. But other than that, I'm letting all my heroes. Well, yeah, you guys are my heroes. I'm letting everyone who is currently in the stream, as well as people at home, know that there are other games coming down the pipeline. We are looking at least I am looking at a D&D game, because I've gotten some people who shall remain nameless, bearded nameless people, and non-bearded nameless people who have told me that they would love to play a D&D game. So I'm looking at starting something like that probably Tuesday or Wednesday nights. But we'll see how that goes. But other than that, we will see you guys next Monday for our next session. Thank you guys for joining me again tonight. Before we go, let's take a look and see. Let us not use the demonetize button for this. Let's take a look and see who else is streaming this evening. And we will drop them a raid. Hashtag just saying.
I'm just saying. Waka waka.
Yeah, I love Vegeta. Let's see here. Raven is doing. Ghost. I am not doing a glitter beard, and the reason I'm not doing a glitter beard is glitter is the herpes of the craft world. Once you get it, it will never go away. So.
No. It sounds like they might be wanting Crow to do that. And, no. That is denied at girlfriend level.
At girlfriend level.
Yep, denied at girlfriend.
But would you be opposed to buying those little like Christmas ornaments that you can hang in beards and decorating his beard with little ornaments?
Yes.
I'll do bells.
Bells I'm okay with, because, he's
You'll
a
do
brutal
things
barbarian.
with bells on.
He will definitely do things with bells on. I know how Crow thinks. Alright, guys. We are going to send a raid to Sliced Raven's Way. She's playing the Conjuring House right now. Do not know how much longer she's going to be playing, though. So that is what it is, but hopefully she will be playing long enough for at least us to send her a raid. Onyx Path, thank you very much for that host. Unfortunately, we're just about to end. So, but thank you again for that host. We're going to send our lovely folks here to our next friend. Again, guys, thank you very much for showing up. I hope you guys have a very good evening, and we'll see you next Monday.